We're going on vacation in our new SUV. We're driving across the country, so many sights to see. The rivers and the mountains, the amber waves of grain. As I'm backing out my driveway, I hear this refrain.
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet.
Are we there yet?
You can still see our house.
Are we there yet?
We just left.
Hey, are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there?
I can tell this is going to be a long vacation. We're heading down the freeway, got 1,000 miles to drive. I'm talking on my cell phone and going 45. Every 15 minutes, someone has to pee. And like a broken record, the kids keep asking me,
Are we there yet?
it's only been an hour.
Are we there yet?
Why does this car smell like feet?
Are we there yet?
No, we're not picking up any hitchhikers.
Hey, are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there?
All right, kids, I've heard enough. Just stop all your whining. Everybody settle down. Don't make me turn this car around. I'll turn this car around.
Are we there yet?
Willie, stop pounding on your brother's head.
Are we there yet?
Because I said so.
Are we there yet?
Oh, did somebody eat a tire?
Hey, are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there?
This is kind of a catchy tune. Are we there yet?
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 Are we there yet? Hey, are we there yet?
Don't wipe that on your sister.
Are we there yet?
No, we are not lost.
Are we there?
You know, kids, next year when we go on vacation, we're going to fly.
Hey, good morning. Welcome. Hello to the Bob and Tom Show.
Check.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Pat.
Get that voice ready, Pat. We got something for you early.
In the performance room. Josh Arnold's here. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Tom, as you can hear, is getting his sweetener ready for his tea and or coffee.
This one's coffee.
And at the sound of the rattling, the show can begin. Here we go.
It's an experiment over here.
Oh, yeah?
I'm trying the, at Josh's recommendation, I'm trying the Tim Hortons decaf.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed. That's one of my favorites.
It's big doings up there in Canada.
Tim Hortons is everywhere, isn't it?
Canadians love it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, northern, not actually covered in the United States, but some places.
Okay, why am I hearing music in my
Because it's your
You've got some
music's playing.
Yes, music playing.
No, I don't, but I'll...
Guarantee you do.
that was you.
You did in Q or something, maybe.
I know, maybe. This machine is complicated.
I have
We didn't have Eddie in here to run this.
I have no comment about what's going on. I want to be clear about that.
All right. Pat, I hope your vocal cords are...
You never know.
Are they up and running?
You never know.
Let's check.
Okay, good. Now, a couple quick things. We've got already got some nice letters about our show coming up in West Virginia. We're going to be in Charleston, West Virginia, doing this radio show, believe it or not. We're going to be doing it live, and that evening we're going to do a special stand-up comedy show. And I got our first love letter about the show. Comes to us from Virginia, from West Virginia.
Oh.
Wow.
She said, this is really kind of cool. My daughter and I usually talk every morning during our commutes to work. I noticed last fall she wasn't calling me much. And then I found out, to my surprise and delight, that she was listening to your show.
Oh.
So I'm not sure really helping the family there.
So we came between a mother and a daughter?
Apparently,
It sounds like it.
She goes, but I purchased tickets to the comedy show coming up Charleston on the evening of April 5th. We're very excited. And she says she's already met you, Christy, and she wants to meet Josh and maybe get that vinyl record signed. Well, we'll be there. That's correct. We're going to be doing the show live from the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. That part of our morning show is free if you want to get up early. It'll be 6 o'clock. Here it comes. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be by then. It'll be
Eastern Daylight Time.
When does that kick in?
This Saturday.
Oh,
this Sunday morning at 2 a.m.
Okay. I got into an argument with a guy about this yesterday.
Not surprised.
I bet you did. Can you please stay away from people?
I was just getting an iced tea, and this guy goes, it's not this weekend. And I said, no, it's this weekend. Then the lady serving the iced tea said, yeah, it's this weekend. This guy, no, it's not. So anyway.
He'll be late for all of his appointments.
Okay. Well,
I don't think people can. I don't think people can mess it up anymore with the prevalence of smartphones.
Yeah, I don't
think
either.
I think it's impossible because you'll just get up and look at your phone. Oh, okay, that's what time it is.
yeah, but every once in a while there's an anomaly.
Yeah, not as much as there used to be.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed retroactively that you managed to realize what time it was when the time used to change.
Oh, I used to have to call that phone number, and
Universal Master Clock.
I used to love calling that.
The time is. I believe you. I bet you did.
Is that still out there?
I think so. Yeah. Somebody sent us the number.
Wasn't it at some naval air station?
Greenwich Mean Time or something.
No, it was the United States version.
Yeah, well.
Universal Master Clock.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, it's not applicable if you're in, what is it, Arizona and Hawaii? Show-offs.
Why do you?
No, it's a,
You just make trouble for yourself
well,
because you don't know what time it is in Arizona, even when it's not daylight savings time.
that's correct.
Okay.
Well, are they in LA time? What are they? I don't know.
Here we are.
Are they on Mountain Time?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
And I go there a lot. I don't even know.
So the larger point is we will be in Charleston, West Virginia coming up. And we're going to have the Brass to Mouth Horns and Duke Tomato in that morning show. It'll be fun. So,
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
So I hope to see you there. While I'm at it, we're also going to be doing a show from Cincinnati. It's, of course, the opening of the baseball season, kind of a tradition. We'll be at Nation Kitchen and Bar at the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks.
Well, let's play two.
And it'll be fun. Yeah. The first 200 guests in line will get to see the show. It's limited seating. So we'll give you some more details on that. That, by the way, is coming up Thursday, March 28th, thanks to 92.5 The Fox. Okay, now, Pat.
Arizona's on Mountain Standard Time. So they're 2 hours behind us. Right
Okay, they're 2 hours behind Eastern. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Check local listings.
What about when daylight savings time?
They'll be
kicks
3
in?
hours behind
What
us.
happens? So they don't change?
They don't change.
So they're still on Mountain Standard Time.
Right.
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Pat. Now,
You have a song about daylight savings time, Pat?
No, not yet.
Okay.
we can do our Time Channel tribute. But right now, Pat, we had an interesting story yesterday about the world's largest pheasant.
I deleted that.
I really enjoyed this story. I love giant things like that.
Do you
I
really?
really do.
Yes.
Oh, we got some email about it.
If I was in charge of that, I would paint it seasonally. I'd put a Santa cap on him. I'd make it into a turkey. Thanks. Yes.
You know what
yes.
you are? You're a dreamer.
You're damn right
And-
I am.
and we appreciate
I
it.
will take a community like that and put it on the map.
Yeah.
This is courtesy of the Dakota News Now. And I guess it's the world's largest pheasant. It's a giant pheasant statue, and it's for sale along with the building that it sits on top of. It's referred to here as a landmark located off Highway 14 in Huron, South Dakota. And apparently it's kind of a tourist attraction. And it's been in several travel and outdoor magazines over the years, and hunters from all over the world come to visit, of course.
When I run for mayor, that's going to be my slogan. From here on out, nothing but progress.
Yes.
Good.
From Huron, South Dakota.
And apparently, we got a nice letter from a guy. It used to be a giant liquor store.
Oh,
It
really?
seems like it should be a giant hunting store.
Yeah.
How does a liquor store go out of business?
That's a great question.
Like
Religion.
anything else, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was confused,
Yes.
and still kind of am, the difference between a partridge and a pheasant.
You haven't looked it up?
No, I
I
didn't.
told you, partridges live in hutches. And you wouldn't believe me.
Are pheasants in the partridge family?
Yes.
So Shirley did. Yeah.
I better they don't get along with Danny Bonaducci, but they're in
Well,
the
who
partridge
does,
family.
No one did.
But Pat, you have a tribute to this giant pheasant statue?
Hot dog.
I'm the local real estate agent with a statue on my hands. It's the world's largest pheasant on a building and an abandoned piece of land. Another pheasant selling Sunday, and no one's buying anywhere. A wooden pheasant, 480 grand. No one has that kind of cash to spare. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The song is now done.
Little monkeys.
Oh, I love that song.
It's a great song.
Yeah, we got this letter from Carrie, who grew up in Huron, South Dakota, and says the pheasant is our most well-known landmark.
Aw.
Well, it'd have to be, man.
And the pheasant is the state bird. It says it used to be, the building was called Pheasant Liquors. She goes, I think it's now just for storage since the liquor store closed.
Okay.
So, and in any event, it's kind of a fun story. And I wonder if anybody's bought the building yet. It's been for sale for quite some time, it would appear. Now,
Because if it's still for sale, maybe.
as far as I can tell, it hasn't sold yet.
Maybe we could buy it. What do you think the price point would be?
It says $180,000. That's
Oh, that's not bad at all. And that comes with the pheasant, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
what are you going to do with the building?
What am I going to do with the building?
Oh, you got to rent it to somebody. Pay your
Yoga
expenses.
studio?
I'm going to move in there.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
How's the people? Now,
right.
what do you have coming up in sports?
Just look for the giant pheasant. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll talk about a NASCAR race from Vegas this past weekend. Something happened. A gentleman had a crash in a snowmobile, which isn't that exceptional. It's what he ran into, though, which you'd have to really look to find a collision with one of these things. I don't even know where I'd look for one of these.
Yeah,
This
and
guy ran into it.
maybe we'll see.
And David Rush has a world record with Bob and Tom balloons. I will tell you that.
So a little bit of pride in today's show.
That's
As we
right.
help Mr. Rush with he's on his way to getting more records than anybody.
We're part of the process.
He's I think he's 20 or so away. Also, we have dining turnoffs if you're on a date. We only touched on a couple of these yesterday.
Smell, odors.
And
Yeah.
speaking of odors, we have an interesting story about deodorant in the news. Did you apply any BO balm this morning?
BO balm. Is that what we're calling it? How about just deodorant? What type of deodorant do you use?
Tom's.
Tom's deodorant. Okay.
Oh,
I see something,
It's without a scent, the scent free.
but you like, all the products from the 60s and 70s. So
Roll on. Oh,
So-
back in the day, it was Right Guard.
what about Ban roll on? I see you as a big Ban
No,
user.
I was a Right Guard guy.
Right Guard.
Spray.
So you like the deodorant over the antiperspirant?
Yeah, the antiperspirant they say is bad for you.
Yeah.
Clogs the pores.
Right.
Is that right?
Your body needs to sweat.
I think there are some pores that need clogging.
Yeah.
Actually.
Your body needs.
You gotta look at that.
Okay, I'll check that out.
You can't have your pores running amok.
Oh, you'd be slimy.
Next thing you know, all your pores, all of them will be open. You don't want that.
Also coming up in the news, we have news from Vegas and the Bellagio, and a huge story for Pat Godwin, who's the only vegetarian/vegan in the building. You're going to like this one, Pat. But right now, what's going on over there?
Raycon earbuds, everyday earbuds. They have amazing audio quality at around half the price of other premium audio brands. There are tens of thousands of 5-star reviews online. Tell the story. Raycon also has optimized gel tips designed to fit comfortably in every ear ever made. And they actually stay in your ears. There's a concept. Maybe you're walking the dog or on the treadmill or chatting on the phone. Raycons stay in place. Plus, they have 8 hours of battery life. 32 hours of battery life, 8 hours of playtime. It's even better than I thought. Plus, you can enjoy features like their easy-to-use earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and the awareness mode. So, we've got a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We opened up with the song, Are We There Yet? And your kids won't be saying that if they've got those Raycon full headphones on, because they'll be focused on whatever they've got in their lap and they're listening to. Trust me on that. It's handy for spring break. Don't forget the Raycon earbuds. When we come back, we'll check in with Mr. McGee at the sports desk. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 Words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh, heartthrob. Come
It's
on.
an easy one.
Sure it is.
I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. When I pee, is that what you said?
Wow, that is really bad. Very, very
I'm blushing.
uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now let's move on.
I like how the pigeon and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance. That you were all reading it as entrance.
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing
That's
it.
how we, yes, you're right. Entrance was,
Yeah, here it is right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
it looks like an entrance to an empty room.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
And don't be going.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
All right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
This chair's crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
Yeah, you
Doctor.
counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, wait, I
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Friggin'. Friggin'? What the hell is that? Make a stand. Either say the F word or say golly gosh darn. What does friggin' mean anyway? I'm almost mad enough to cuss. Don't push me. I'll say friggin'. I don't give a shooby dooby. I heard a funny word the other day. Cripes.
Cripes?
Some guy said, for cripe's sake. Who would that be? Jesus Cripes? The son of Gosh?
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hi, this is Mike Birbiglia.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. There's Ace and Josh, Pat, Christy's here. I'm Chick. Yeah. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Got a couple quick emails here.
Go, Daddy.
About nicknames.
Yeah.
Nicknames in high school, et cetera, et cetera. Not always friendly. I think you'd agree. This guys, he just a short letter. I'm Brian from California. My initials are BM. Need I say more?
Oh, man. Yeah.
He goes, I went to a school with a guy named Weaver. At the time, the Gary Wright song was quite popular.
Oh, yeah.
This kid was caught cranking one off in the locker room showers.
No, he wasn't.
He was called Cream Weaver.
Funny, but no, those were...
I stand by what I said, and I know that a lot of nicknames, and I didn't know this till I said it. I didn't realize it. A lot of nicknames are based on people's names, and I don't think that's a good nickname. It should come out of like nowhere.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like your nickname could be Grizz. I think that's a cheap way out.
Or it's funnier if you call him like beefsteak.
Yeah.
What's that about?
What does that
We
mean?
had the great one yesterday.
Or like cue ball or something.
Yeah, the guy yesterday, Meatloaf.
Yes, that's a good nickname.
When he was first seen in the shower. And he apparently had a chode. Is that the...
Well, how about this one, Chick?
Yeah.
A girl in our school says Deanetta. Must be... the parents hoped for a boy named Dean, but it was a girl, so they went with Deanetta.
Okay.
A girl in our school nickname was Snarf. Originated when she sneezed and farted at the same time.
That happens.
That's a nickname.
Snarf, yeah.
That happens as you get older, too, more and more.
You throw peeing in there, too.
You have the snarf issue?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
And cough at the same time, too.
No, this is like juggling. I can't
Snarf,
focus.
Let him rip.
That's a lot.
I have an email here, kind of on a different topic. Dear Bob and Tom, this is from Mark. I watch and listen to the show every day on YouTube. Today, I looked up and saw the commercial with Chick, Tom, Christy, and Josh for the live show in Charleston coming up. This is quite the video. At one point, if you watch Tom closely, you can actually see him mouthing the parts for everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
He reads along with every... Yeah. That's not the only time he does that.
I wanted to get through it. We did like 10 takes.
Yeah, and Noah has put together, if you've not seen this video,
we do 10 takes.
I
love for you to go to YouTube and check it out.
We did a lot.
Cute.
It's posted on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel.
Yeah, and on the social media.
Okay.
It's funny.
It's
Did that seem like a lot to you?
I had places to go through.
I have never seen anyone work so hard at looking like they're busy.
I'm busy.
Than Tom Griswold.
I have places to go.
I can't imagine.
It was a promotional announcement for our upcoming show.
What show, Tom?
It's going to be in West Virginia, Chick, where you used to work.
Hot dog.
I will be in Charleston, West Virginia, Friday, April 5th for a comedy show that night and a live radio show that morning. Details coming up, but right now.
Nowhere near McDowell County, where I used to work in southern West Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check in with the sports page.
No, we got an email real quick here. I don't know. I can't verify where this email comes from. I'm just going to share it. After yesterday morning before the show, we learned something about Tom.
Okay.
And here's the email. It starts off, Dear Felons. Early this morning, as I'm finishing my shift, here comes some jackass breezing through all the red lights.
It wasn't breezy.
It was almost like he felt he was too important to stop for the red lights. I pulled up next to a man who resembled Ben Franklin, and I informed him of his wrongdoing. He answered, "Hey, I'm late for work."
None of that is true.
And drove on. I sighed and said to myself, I'm getting too old for this. That is signed, real or not, Officer Dick. He signed it himself.
Well, Officer Dick, thank you very
There
much.
you go.
Oh, I stopped and looked around, and there's nobody there. It's
And as you said, he must have been hiding somewhere.
3 in the morning.
Hiding in the woods, I think you said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be so cool if they had like an elaborate, like when the Batmobile would come out of the woods.
Yes.
And they had the hedge on hinges. And
Love that.
Yeah. Here comes the cops.
So, I made it in this morning. Didn't do any illegal turns except maybe that last one.
Did you stop at all the red lights?
Yes, there were only a couple this morning. I lucked out.
Do you take this one left?
Yeah, I'm not going to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for the left turn.
Ridiculous.
No one around for an hour.
Right. I agree with that.
You just make your own laws wherever you go, don't you?
Hey, look, if you're up as early as I am, it's okay. All right.
That's what's sad about this. You really believe it's okay for you to do this.
It should be like a sticker, like a handicap sticker, except that you're allowed to go through red lights at 3 in the morning when there's no one around.
Yes, but that's who else is around at 3 in the morning on
Think
the roads?
about that.
The drunks.
Yeah, the drunks.
Yes.
The people you should really be worried about.
I know. But
People going 90 into the side of your car.
Yeah.
That's what that guy was laying in wait for. I guess he was probably bored and thought, well, here's some jackass that went through the red light.
I don't see you ever getting any sort of speeding ticket or moving violation or anything because you don't drive fast enough for starters.
Drive at the speed limit.
You and Ace should have a contest of slow-moving vehicles.
Actually, the second day in a row that I've seen people running a red light on my way in.
Did they stop first?
One I know did not. Because I was coming to the green.
Okay, that's
Are you the kind of guy who would call the police and give them the license plate number of the guy? I bet you would. You'd drop a dime on that guy, wouldn't you? You'd sing like a canary.
You're a rat.
My phone is in my pocket, so I would have to stop the car.
Well, there's a whole new thing out there with cameras, and they're giving tickets with electronic.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, didn't you get a couple tickets that way, right?
I got one, yeah. Oh, you know what? I got one years before, too, before I even knew you guys. Yeah, that kind of...
You're kind of hot about
as
that.
As Augie Smith called it, the paparazzi.
I like that.
Hold on, that's
back in the day, did they have airplanes that flew over the highway?
That one, I wanted to tell the cop, show me. Prove it.
Show me the plane.
I want to see a picture of the pilot clocking.
Was it Francis Gary Powers up there taking a picture of me?
Ace is indeed correct.
I'm just supposed to believe
I vaguely
you.
remember that.
On Interstate 74.
And they would have signs that would say that.
Right.
Forced by radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Weren't up there.
I think the signs are real.
Yes.
I don't think there are planes.
No, of course
I agree,
not.
Chick.
No plane. Yeah, we got you from the plane. You did you?
Did you? And I've never gotten a ticket at a toll booth because I've always heard that they time you because the ticket has a time on it. And then if you check out too early at the next toll booth, they'll go, oh, well, you were obviously going 140 miles an hour. And you can't get that. I
didn't know you could get a ticket.
Speeding pretty fast, and I've never gotten a ticket.
That's why I didn't argue with the police officer.
The cameras are the new thing.
Who said the plane got me because...
The cameras are going to be everywhere, and there are already people complaining about how it discriminates against certain classes. It's completely ridiculous.
Well, that's weird.
If you're speeding, you're speeding. It doesn't matter what your
they just click
ethnic
your
background is, but there's a whole thing out there.
I call the police when I don't like somebody's bumper sticker.
Is that right?
Yeah. Hey, cops, look, you got to do this. Lady in front of me, her bumper sticker says, my reality check bounced. Can you do something about her?
Can we just pull
her
her over?
It's clearly not funny.
I know.
If you're a cop and you pull someone over, you walk up and do you think some of those bumper stickers sway them? Really? Okay. Or if they've got, Grateful Dead, there's odds are.
I couldn't help
something in the glove box.
Couldn't help but notice your F the police bumper sticker.
Your other car's an honor student.
Yeah. You want to defund the police? Well, we're going to take some of the funds from you right now. Yeah. Okay, I got a great nickname here. Dear Bob and Tom show. There was a kid in my class that had 6 toes. One day we all saw it in gym class for the first time. Of course, we didn't forget about it because this kid's last name was Rose, so he became Six Toes Rose. Eventually, he just became Sixto.
Sixto.
Sixto. What a great nickname that is. Hey, Sixto.
Great name for who?
Yeah.
I know he didn't want that.
A physical deformity.
Yeah.
Pointed out every day of his life.
He's somewhere cleaning a gun and
That poor kid.
with a blindfold
Call
on.
me
Yeah.
Sixto, will you?
This is Sixto somewhere in the great state of Ohio.
There's
It would
a
appear.
toe over there.
So Sixto, if you're listening, I hope you had a good life.
Is it Bucyrus? I'm going to guess Bucyrus.
I don't know. It just says Sixto. I don't know who else. Let's.
How can you pay a ticket if you go through a toll booth, and like there are some tolls that you go through if you have a sensor and you go through that side and it picks it up.
Right.
But what if you accidentally go through that side and you don't have a sensor
They have the camera on.
and you're on go about your merry way?
You'll
I
get-
know I've done that.
You get the bill.
I haven't ever gotten a bill. Like five or
Really?
six. I've done it 5 or 6 times and never gotten anything.
I just got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh yeah.
You've gotten lucky, man. Yeah.
I guess, right? Maybe I'm invisible.
Florida's real good about
Maybe if your idea of duct taping over your license plate, great idea.
Didn't you, as a kid, didn't you think that was one of, if not the coolest James Bond invention they had? Was
the plate that flipped?
The rotating license
I
plate?
will get one. Somebody sent us. We were talking about this one morning, and somebody sent me a site where you can get one of those.
Are you serious?
It's too easy
An
to do.
aftermarket plate flipper?
Yeah. So badass.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm doing it.
I mean, I suppose there are probably people that making a fake plate would be simple.
Just stuff
Yeah.
on
One
red-
that would fool the machine.
Put
but
some mud on there.
I imagine the fine would be rather serious if you were caught.
My license plate is, for some reason, I don't know how this happened, like almost bent in half right now.
Car wash.
Oh, someone probably tried to steal it because it's such a great vanity plate. Have you seen Josh's vanity plate?
No, I haven't.
69, Mom.
It's a tribute to my sainted mother.
You think they'd spot that one?
I don't know if they.
Can I have your attention, please? If your license plate is 69MOM, you're parked illegally.
You suppose if you work at the license branch every couple days, they have like some kind of a code for, hey, you're not going to believe this one. Wait till you see the one this idiot wants.
I have a
you're right.
license plate shutter that can.
Just as good.
It closes it all. You hit a button and it just.
That can't be legal.
See, this is like
exactly. There's
Look
a
how
reason
cool
that the
that
police
this is like those teeny tiny little Ziploc bags that they sell. What in the hell are those for other than
Jewelry.
drugs?
Jewelry.
Is that what they're for?
Yeah.
I use them when I go on vacation for pills.
Yeah, and I use them for like earrings and
Remember,
stuff.
I had you got me.
I have a
bunch
ton of those just because I save them from like
How
hardware.
did I know that you keep your jewelry in Ziploc bags?
No. If I'm
did I
traveling,
know?
I put a couple of pair of earrings.
Sounds like a classy.
Oh my gosh!
You really know how to cut it loose, don't you? Boy.
And speaking of jewelry, that kind of reminds me. We have a thing coming up this morning about TSA and something new in TSA.
If your name was Elliot, would you work for TSA? Elliot. Okay, maybe not.
What?
Would you say you worked for TSA Elliot?
T.S. Eliot?
T.S. Elliot?
That's a T.S. Eliot the poet joke?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that
I'm
needs
T.S.
work.
Just as good as anything you've ever come up with.
That needs a little work, I think.
Oh, we can workshop it if you'd like.
Hey,
I saw T.S.A. Eliot eating with E.E. Cinnabon.
Love it.
you know,
Thank you for jumping on board.
Let me try to tag it. Yeah, they close in April. It's the cruelest month.
Sure
It's the cruelest.
yes.
Most people get pulled over.
Okay, is that true? Time for sports. Well, no, wait a minute.
More sports coming up.
You haven't done any sports yet.
How about that? And we're going to revisit.
Oh, I love this. You know what that is, Josh?
I do, yeah. This is the beginning of Hot for Teacher.
And you know what this is?
I don't hear it. I didn't think it was played.
I do know what it is. You trying to do something on your computer.
Why isn't it playing?
Because you're trying to do
Doing
something.
double drums or something.
He's got everything working. The feet, both hands.
No, this is broken.
Ginger Baker over there.
You hear Eddie's tires squealing out of the parking lot?
Okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm sure it is broken.
Ace, are these lights on? Are these faders up?
Yes, they're on.
Why is there no sound coming out of this thing?
Operator error.
All right. Yeah.
Can I tell you something about the FBI who is in charge of TSA Elliott? That's right. Huh? If the FBI says most home break-ins happen in broad daylight. Sorry, Christy. As the days get longer this season and spring, protect your home with SimpliSafe, the award-winning home security that we use and recommend. Experts and customers love SimpliSafe. Comprehensive protection, just named Best Home Security System by 2024 U.S. News and World Report, and Best Customer Service in Home Security by Newsweek. Advanced technology protects every room, window, and door. Cameras keep watch inside and out, high-def cameras, no less, and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. And it's oh so easy to install the system yourself or have their professionals do it and test it out for you. SimpliSafe also has a 60-day risk-free trial. If you don't love your system, which I've never, ever heard of, you can return it for a full refund. Protect your compound today. And Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. And remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Read the reviews. Everybody loves SimpliSafe. When we come back, we will dip our toes into the world of sports.
Sure,
we have cool news about fish today, both the band and the critter, and a great story for Pat Godwin. Something that's in your particular weirdo sphere, I think you're going to really love. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in 95, so
really
14 years.
Wow.
Doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But, you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go into jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road, because it can get lonely.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
we know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
If you're looking to lose that beer gut and you don't want to do crunches or go on a diet, guys, all you need is a girdle. That's the new contender in the boxer versus briefs battle,
A
so-called body-shaping underwear.
Really?
Jeff Lewis tells the Wall Street Journal his elastic briefs take an inch and a half off his waist. The 26-year-old events coordinator in Phoenix says it's an instant ego boost until now. Now it's all your friends.
And here's a quote from him. It's an instant ego boost, and I've never felt better. I've never felt better and ready to roll.
Wall Street Journal reports retailers find younger men are more open to wearing body shapers.
That's because we can catch our breath easier than older men.
This guy told a newspaper that he's wearing one of these things?
Yeah, can you imagine?
You know what? People are pointing at him all over town. No, there he is. He's the guy wearing a girdle.
How do you explain that when you get intimate?
Yeah, I
with
would say
somebody?
when you get into bed, you all of a sudden, you know, hey, honey, can you unhook this? And all of a sudden, this big old honking spare tire comes flying out of there.
You got
Good
Kleenex,
Lord.
and girdles,
Now, do you
spandex.
Do you have to tie this thing off like the ones
No,
that
it's
ladies
not a
wear in the
corset.
movies?
No, it's not.
Okay.
corset.
You got to have an assistant.
Go ahead.
Well,
Harder.
right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up
see
a
ya.
shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow. I'm spilling my chili."
Hi, this is Costa. Too late.
My work here is done. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
We can only hope.
Well,
I never. Well, that's very clear, ma'am.
I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll make an example. Hello, Tom.
Hey, hi.
How are you, buddy?
I saw a guy yesterday that just doesn't get life.
Oh, yeah?
You know, they.
You're looking in the mirror?
Yeah, that's sure. That I get.
Woo! You just got chicked.
Oh, I like that. I like that's true. No, that's. Oh, I certainly would agree with that.
You just got chicked in the ass.
Don't get chicked in the ass.
You know, there's a trend out there
Yeah?
to do the weird hair dye. You know, it looks like it's Halloween. You got the bright blue, the green, whatever it might be.
Sure.
I like it.
Pink.
It works on some people.
Yeah, it does.
I think if you're a man of a certain age.
How old would you say this person was?
50.
Really? What color?
Bluish purple, bright, with like an overgrown crew cut.
Wow.
Why is the hairstyle mentioned? Do you have any idea how fixated you are on hair?
What kind of clothing? I mean, could this have been like an aged, could he be in Rancid? And they're in town, and he's
a rocker.
They get older,
Sure.
They still have an image.
Yeah.
It didn't really have the build to be on the rock and roll stage.
Okay,
he was heavier.
Unless the band is called Frumpy. I'm just like, doesn't this guy have any friends that go, hey, look, Lloyd, maybe
dinosaurs,
maybe the Halloween
Jr.?
hair, maybe the Halloween hair isn't your look.
Well,
okay, it's certainly a bold.
Where was he?
Starbucks.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Was he on his computer looking for a job?
No, that was the guy next to him.
Oh, okay.
What color was it again?
Like a bright neon bluish purple.
I'd like to have seen it.
Me too.
Overgrown
I think that's
crew
okay.
cut.
You see it a lot.
At age 50?
Yeah, leave him alone.
I didn't do it. I just thought, what are you thinking?
Why'd you ask? Well, I'm surprised you didn't ask him.
I, too, am shocked.
Little do we know he was standing behind Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's just thinking of a new song. He writes well at a Starbucks.
Look at this weirdo.
Yeah.
Billionaire rock star.
He looked like a professional wrestler gone to seed.
Oh.
You will let me whine. What is that?
Okay.
I love that song.
Now, we have...
you have the time?
Do you have the time to listen?
Remember when
to
you found out they weren't British?
Yeah, no kidding.
I thought from the get-go those guys were British.
They were here in the building early on, and someone told them, when you go in there, you got to like mess stuff up and be like, remember this? And they like wrote on all of our artwork that we had of other artists and their albums. They took a Sharpie and
they did?
I don't remember that.
They were kind of being jerks.
Unbelievable dicks.
Yeah.
I bet they look back on that and go, what were we doing?
No, they don't care. They're so rich.
Well, I don't yeah, maybe.
They don't care about anything.
Gotcha.
Except the stuff they pretend to care about on stage.
On that first tour, they were touring in the refurbished ice cream truck.
Cool.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Now,
you kind of want to go, hey, guys, you're not that punk rock.
Yeah. You know the only thing they care about is that sweet, sweet pussy.
Well, we try to say putty, right?
Yeah. Did I tell you I wanted to say putty?
He hits pretty hard.
Yeah, you kind of slipped.
Shaking his head back.
Kitty cat. I had him. He just got here. Now he's shaking his head.
He just got here. He's got a bobblehead.
Okay, now, what do you got going over there?
Dear Tom and crew, I have not read this yet. I'm just going
That's
for it.
always a good idea.
My name is Brandon. I'm from Lansing, Michigan. First time playing football, freshman year. Paint defense, and the first time I sacked the quarterback, the announcer went ahead and announced number 68, Ball, with the sack. That was his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that day, my nickname has been Ball Sack.
Naturally.
I've embraced it.
Sure.
Yeah, at some point.
That's a good idea.
Well, there's no malice behind it, just silliness. Why not?
It's hard to beat that nickname that guy had, Meatloaf, when he got nicknamed in the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because it refers to his. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to be shy about there. Yeah.
Probably, I wonder if the ladies in school understood why the guys all called him Meatloaf.
Well, but who could accommodate that, right? I mean,
well, maybe it's not that big. Maybe it was just covered in ketchup.
There you go.
Maybe the end of it was like burnt.
This keeps happening on our show. You know, some guy just went, oh, my God, at last.
Okay.
Josh is talking about putting ketchup on my wieners.
Speaking of wieners are in the news coming up. But first, a little bit of sports.
My sweet, sweet wiener. A NASCAR driver finished a race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway with a beer can stuck in his air filter. Hang on.
That's not a euphemism,
with a beer
by the
can
way.
stuck in his air filter. According to NBC Sports, trash blew onto the track at the NASCAR Cup race amid high winds over this past weekend. A large trash bag covered the grill of William Byron's car, Tom, and caused the engine to overheat. He's the Daytona winner this year. He had to pit on lap 47 of the 267-lap race. His crew chief, Rudy Fugel. That's crew chief Rudy Fugel.
It's not Fuggle.
Reported crew chief Rudy Fuggle. I don't know what you like better. Reported that after the race, they discovered a silver bullet, a Coors beer can in the car's air filter. Though disappointed by the setback, Byron, who as we won the Daytona last month, finished 10th in the race. And I would imagine you have a beer can in the air filter, that's an impediment.
Yeah,
it
has to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Got to be nice for Coors Light to get the plug. I suppose you suppose that when they were changing it, the guy took the air filter up to the driver and said, "Mr. Byron, I can tell you, like when you're at Jiffy Lube, they give that pitch on the air filter."
You always think that they're not on the up and up when they bring you the air filter. Maybe they are really trying to help, and maybe you really do need an air filter.
I think that's probably the most famous upsell in America right now. When you get an oil change,
I buy my own.
You change your own oil?
Yeah, I change my own filter.
Air filter.
Mm-hmm.
You don't change your own oil?
I don't.
I've always wanted to do that.
Why, man?
I feel like, though, it would just...
I can just...
Well, everything's driving along.
I did inadvertently blind myself by having it drip into my
Do you have one of those little cart things that you can roll under your car in?
Oh, man.
You can spend $400 or $500 getting the equipment. Then, of course, you have to get the garage drain pumped out.
No.
You have a pan.
You just pour it out in the backyard.
Yeah. No, I
have a creek.
No, I love my Jiffy Lube. It's just I always find it amusing when they do the that pitch for the air filter. Because you put an air filter and you drive it around the block, it comes back pitch black.
You know what I'm paying for the rest of my life?
What are you paying for the rest of your life?
Having somebody put my wipers on. I don't know what man chip I'm missing in my brain to effectively put windshield wipers on, but it is nearly impossible.
And here's the other problem. Once I learned how to put my windshield wipers on each and every time I get new windshield wipers. And there's enough of a gap that I forget.
Exactly. I'm watching videos and I still can't do it.
I know what you
Do you
mean.
have them fly off when you turn it on?
I have. Thankfully, I haven't had that.
I have.
Have you actually put it on there and then it fly off and then it scratches your windshield? Son of a...
Yeah, I'm done trying. I give up.
No good.
So this poor guy had a hefty bag and a Coors Light take him out of the race.
Yep. You know who we should get to put our windshield wipers on? Crew Chief Rudy Fugel.
Fuggle.
Crew Chief Rudy Fuggle.
I guess it would only be Fuggle if it were a double G.
One of those is really nerve-wracking.
What's coming up in sports, Mr. Fuggle?
We got a world record. And have you always wanted to be a Black Hawk helicopter pilot?
Oh. I haven't. There was a movie I saw once that
I know. Yeah, the name of Black Hawk Down is right in the title.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. How about Black Up, How Down?
Black Hawk Up.
Yeah, there we go. I like the name. Mr. Fuggle would be a great name for like the next door neighbor on a kid's show.
That's what I was thinking.
Here comes Mr. Fuggle with the baggy pants.
Yeah.
Now I've got all these pockets on my jeans. You kids reach in there.
You ready to have some Fuggle fun?
Get a prize from Mr. Fuggle.
There's a candy bar in one of them.
You got to pull on it.
There's a sticker bar. You got to really pull it to get it out of there.
Little Jeffrey Epstein used to love doing this.
That's
4 days in a row.
Yeah.
4 days in a row.
Play the horn when I do it.
Yeah.
Little Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check out this bad boy. See, I've got some Velcro here that I can put it right on my tap-out cap. Keep it right here on the side. Nobody would ever notice. They'll just think it's like a pacemaker or or inhaler. Plus, I've got full coverage connected right here to my pager. So between these two things, I'm basically like a Navy SEAL or a coal miner, except now my head's above water. Check this out. Hey, Chloe, I'm Donnie Baker with the Bob and Tom Show. I'm one of the sound guys. I need to put one of these lavender microphones on you just to make sure we can. You should run this anywhere you want to. I'm a big fan of 24. Hey, is Martin Sheen's son really full-blooded Cherokee, or is that just a rumor or bourbon legend? Is that? Here, maybe we should go this end first. Yeah, it's a lavender microphone. It's just
What the hell are you doing?
I'm putting a lavender.
You've got a restraining order. You're not even supposed to be.
That's a different permit. That's a different. I'll be right back in a second. That's a different.
He doesn't work
I
here.
was that close.
Get.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie?
There's a
I've seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what
the
are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you there was one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going
to talk about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me!
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or if come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. Now, Larry, you are from
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town. There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line. That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Resplendent in his green gingham. Is that what that is?
It may look green from over there. It's black and white.
It is black and
It
white.
is, yeah.
Okay.
And
Maybe
yes.
it's the fluorescent lights in here.
Yeah.
Got a letter.
There's Ace, Chick. Here's Tom with a letter.
We were discussing bumper stickers on automobiles.
Yes.
You asked whether or not it could affect a police officer's decision-making. As a police officer for 27 years, I pulled a guy over for speeding. He was in his mid-20s. It was his first offense. At first, I thought I'll just give him a warning.
Sure.
Right.
Then I noticed he had a bumper sticker that read, "Bad cop, no donut."
Oh.
I gave him the ticket.
Good. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you should expect. If you...
What a jackass.
I'd like to know if the opposite is true, is if you put those stickers on that say, like, you donated to the policeman's fund. If they're more lenient.
I always wondered about that. Or have the DARE plate, one of those specialized plates.
Right. But if you're going, like 100 in a school zone, they're probably going to give you the ticket.
Oh, my gosh, I hope so. Yeah.
I think when they ask for donations, don't you think they'd have to mention, look, we'll get you a bumper sticker?
I don't, well, no, I don't think they.
I think they might.
Now, we're going to move forward here with our sportscast. Do you have anything of
I have a nickname here. May I share it?
Go right ahead.
This comes from a lovely young lady. She says, my maiden name is Comer.
Oh, God.
In high school, yeah, you can all use your imagination. The nicknames traveled with me later in life. In college, I started pronouncing it like it was French.
Comer.
Yeah, or I don't know, Coumet.
Like the Colbert Report. Every time I heard that, I wanted to gag.
She said it still didn't work, but she's married now and has a new last name. So, but she, Comer.
Wow.
Yeah, sadly, she married a guy named Butts, and then they hyphenated it.
Comer Butts?
Comer Butts. Or even worse would be go Butts Comer.
Who says that? Who says that's worse?
Whatever turns you on, lady.
Here's a nickname from Jeff. He said that there's a kid in our high school had the nickname Gonzo. Because in the locker room, everybody noticed that his male member resembled Gonzo's nose.
Like that severe a curve?
Do you remember what Gonzo's
I don't know who Gonzo is.
looked like?
From the Muppets?
Muppets, then.
Oh, that Gonzo.
It doesn't
Whoa,
go out
yeah.
and hook down at the
Man, I mean, that's a crazy looking wiener.
Yeah, like a 90-degree turn.
That would be that's a nickname that sticks.
Yeah.
Gonzo.
Poor guy.
And what was your nickname? Butch? Butchie? Butch boy?
No. My sister would call me that, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But if you have a great high school nickname, by all means, let us know. So far, the winner is Meatloaf, the guy.
Give Gonzo a day in court. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. But given, again, these are nicknames given in the shower that tend to stick.
And by the way, this from a gentleman who works at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. We will gladly put windshield wipers on for anybody.
Well, that's nice.
That's good to know.
Just pull right in, and we'll take care of it for you.
That's nice.
Love the show.
Napa does the same thing. I know. I just had him do mine.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Well, cool.
Take them donuts, though. I think that'd be a nice idea.
That would be nice.
A Massachusetts man who crashed a snowmobile into a parked Black Hawk helicopter is now suing the government for $9.5 million.
All right.
The lawsuit relates to a March 2019 incident. Jeff Smith was riding a snowmobile at an airfield when he came upon...
Well, he did that too.
And hit a Black Hawk helicopter parked on the trail. Smith's lawyers argue that the helicopter crew was negligent for parking the aircraft on a rarely used airfield.
It's called an airfield.
But also used by snowmobilers.
Oh, this guy may have a point here.
Smith, who lost the use of his left arm and suffered other health issues.
Yeah, I bet, man.
Said he's been in and out of surgery for the last 5 years and is unable to work full time.
I think he's right.
I think we should, if I were the jury, I'd award him a pair of glasses. How do you miss a helicopter in your way?
How do you
Sometimes you go up a hill and bam, there it is.
He's demanding $9.5 million in damages. He says he needed to cover his medical expenses and lost wages.
Sure he does.
You go up a hill and there it is.
Yep.
You're on an airfield.
Airfields usually don't have hills on them.
The good ones don't have hills. Some are lesser.
From around a bend and up a hill.
Helicopter airfields can have hills
And
because
through the
they can just come down on it.
I find this interesting because if you had hit the Black Hawk helicopter,
I would have seen it.
You
and stopped.
damn well better bet it would have been the helicopter's fault, and you would be suing.
Do you think he was trying to jump?
You would.
Maybe this guy was trying to.
You blamed the cop for hiding in the woods the other morning.
Blame him. He's every right to hide in the woods.
He would be furious about it.
Oh, of course he would.
No, I wouldn't be stupid enough to hit a giant object in my way.
Maybe he was trying to jump through it.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be
that'd
cool?
be exciting.
Yeah. Both doors
Maybe
were
the
open.
blades were running. He was going to see if he could get between blades.
Oh, boy.
Like when you throw a sock up in a ceiling fan to see if it'll just land and come back down.
Do you do that? I've never done that.
I've got to do it tonight.
I'm going to try it.
Use something. Don't necessarily use the sock. Yeah. See if you find a rock and you throw it up in the ceiling fan.
How about
see if it can go up and down.
How about a can of cream corn? Would that work?
It would.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one I might try. Hey, how about have Tom Cruise in one of these Mission Impossible movies? Have a motorcycle. I'll let him use a motorcycle.
Okay.
Come off the hill and fly through the middle of a Black Hawk helicopter, come out the other side.
Wow, that'd be a cool stunt.
How about that?
I mean, he just did a whole, that would be awesome.
Sure, he might hit the rotating
What if he,
blades.
what if he doesn't go through, all right.
Or he lands in the helicopter?
Yeah, to take it over. But I like both. How can we get him to, all right, he goes through the helicopter.
Okay.
As he's exiting the helicopter,
right?
He throws like a grappling hook up. It lands. It hits the rotor.
Right.
He spins around and flings himself back into the copter and is now the pilot of it.
Nice.
Unlikely.
How long do you think that'll take for the insurance people to sign off on it? Have you seen an interview with Tom Cruise? He said they told me I can't do that stunt because it's the stunt coordinator said it was too dangerous, so I got another stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Boy, that's one way around it.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
I mean, he's damn good.
Remember, he hung off the plane? I think he was talking about that one.
It's unbelievable.
Hung off the plane.
Yeah, okay.
They're doing that space movie where he's going to be in space, literally.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The Vomit Comet?
They're getting some funding. Yeah.
So they're going to actually go into space?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it a Mission Impossible or do you?
It didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
So pretty wild.
Okay. In any event, if you're on your snowmobile today, watch out for parked helicopters.
It's part 2 of A Few Good Men.
Boy, the ball. I'd like to sue the government and then just every year you go, well, I guess I'm getting audited again.
Yeah.
Time to sue.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could miss a giant helicopter.
This is interesting. You go exactly the opposite of where I think you're going to in all of these stories. I thought for sure you would say, hey, don't park your helicopter where it can be hit by a snowmobile. That's why I thought you'd
on
say.
an airfield.
Well,
I'm sorry. I
bet an airfield's a fun place to snowmobile.
Yeah, but I think the helicopter has the right of way.
It may.
Yeah.
It's
not a snowmobile
even if you're
field.
driving through the forest, aren't you going to see the thing?
I would think.
You really would think you'd see a helicopter.
haven't you said that when you worked up in Michigan, you got snowmobile accident reports
sure.
all the time?
Every once in a while, but every once in a while, someone would, drive into a lake and fall in.
that looks frozen.
Or hit a barbed wire fence at just the right height.
Oh, clothesline.
Yeah, that's rough.
How about that, Tom?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep.
That's the old yep, as you pointed out.
Hey, don't lose your head.
What's coming up in sports?
World record, ladies and gentlemen, including our hero of world records, David, whatever his last name is.
David Rush using Bob and Tom stuff to make the world record. Let's have a little bit of pride here. Very excited about this. Now, right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Spend a lot of time, do you, wishing you had extra time?
Do you?
What do you do with your extra time? Well, how about doing something to squeeze something into your schedule that makes your mental health a priority? That's where BetterHelp comes in. It's all about therapy, and it's about accessing therapy with the benefits of contemporary technology. I'm talking about, of course, going online. And you can get an online therapist through BetterHelp. Here's how it works. You take a little questionnaire, fill it out, and you will be assigned a licensed therapist, one of 25,000 participating therapists. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. And here's what happens. You then do the therapy online. So it can be done like a phone call or like a Zoom call or like FaceTime or even just texting back and forth. It's about whatever works for you. It's about convenience and flexibility. See what I'm talking about by checking out BetterHelp.com/BT Show. By the way, the /BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Learn to find out what makes you happy through therapy with BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/BT Show, and the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, we're going to be checking out a bunch of cool stuff in the news. Christy Lee, what do you got coming up over there?
Oh, well, we have really big news from Oscar Meyer. We have deodorant sales in the news and risque clothing on Zoom calls. We'll talk about that.
Is it too early to have a hot dog? Relish and onions?
No, it's never too early.
Mustard?
Mean in the season or in the day?
Right now, yeah. Here on the show, I'll eat a hot dog.
Always good.
Live in the
Always
studio. I'll deep throat that bitch. Bring me a hot dog.
Well, that's not what we're doing today, but
we're doing it now.
We're doing something else today. I just saw Ms. Hooker walk by. I believe we're going to be experimenting with something that food in the news from last week.
Oh.
Should be very, very exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I'm not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
Man.
The manata.
We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count now?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. Yeah, and Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old. He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8?
Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that kid's huge. Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
drinking.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him, and my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day, he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it. Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out? Oh. Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun, okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston, or if you come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
And shoots you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Well, that woke Chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got Al Jackson coming up. We got Jess Hooker coming up. Today's password is pork.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Pork hot dogs?
This is an unusual. No, it's not pork hot dog.
Oh.
It's something that you and Jess have cooked up, if you will.
Well, then we break away from the sports bet. Speaking of pork,
yes,
this gives us an opportunity to share something with Mr. Godwin that I think is going to be just so exciting. As you know, Pat is.
It's working.
That's all the time. That's all the time we have, Pat. Thanks.
I gotta go. See you guys.
They fixed the computer. Sorry, Josh.
Josh has lost his hearing.
No,
I couldn't hear.
Can you? You know the morning.
Me to death.
You know the morning, not that long ago, when you felt compelled after I teased you about something going wrong over there, you decided on the air to cuss me out. You remember that?
That was a rough morning.
Yeah, that was a rough morning.
Right.
Can you see, though, my
That was not my fault.
Can you,
Wow.
can you see
Eddie-
why I might doubt what's going on?
Eddie has spent the last hour getting this thing working. It's just, and obviously it's back. We tested it, Eddie. It's working.
And we all saw Eddie run in and hit that alarm button.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell you just pressed.
Right.
What were you trying to hit?
Yeah, what were you trying to hit? Was it this? Was that it?
Nuclear testing going on.
No.
Were you trying to page fugal?
I was trying to play the Chris Craft engine.
Oh, okay.
Is Van Halen playing or not?
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
They're both in there?
They're both in there.
That's so good.
That's okay. Just play Alex once again. This is the beginning of Hot for Teacher, and this is a classic Chris Craft boat
Packard engine.
Very nice. That's beautiful.
Hey Eddie, he pushed that button again and it just stopped.
It's working. This thing wasn't working before.
All right.
Okay.
Why you blame me?
I don't know why you cussed me out.
Well, we were going to do a story for Pat.
Oh,
Did
sorry.
you have a button that it...
Yeah, well,
Were you
what
trying
the
to
hell?
hit the pig button?
We were talking about, yeah.
Or just trying to set back my panic disorder 5 years.
meds.
What are you panicking about?
That's the whole thing about panic disorder.
I don't know.
When you hit that thing, it scared me so bad.
A
it
sudden
sent
noise?
me into an anxiety attack.
Flashing lights? He could have gone into a seizure.
I thought it was my keyboard or
I
something.
wonder if with contemporary technology, I wonder if sales of pink slips have gone down. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Plenty of fire rings out there, but they're saving on paper.
Yeah.
They got that going.
What?
The guy at the pink slip factory got fired, but they didn't even give him one of his. Sorry.
Hey,
very
ADD
good.
boy, we were talking
sorry.
about something
Well,
else.
Mr. Godwin has become a vegan. How long you been doing this, Pat?
October 10th.
Wow.
How about a quick report? Feeling good?
Yeah, I've kind of stalled with the weight loss, and I only made two mistakes. That was Thanksgiving and Christmas, where I had cheese on broccoli.
That's okay, man.
I think I eat too much now, though. I'm
Wait a minute.
really hungry.
If the highlight of your food is cheese on broccoli, Pat, congratulations on not jumping.
Everything's real delicious when you're hungry.
Proud of you for taking care of you, Pat.
Tom, you're not eating much more. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I'm eating meat.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the morning, he gets up and he has a bean. And then
Had
for
a delicious
lunch, he has a
fiber
bean.
wafer this morning so far.
Yeah. Ooh.
Delish.
Yum.
Yeah, who knew that Metamucil made wafers?
He's always offering you one, too.
Yeah, Tom's very,
like it's good.
he is very generous with them.
Hey, you want a Metamucil wafer? No, who does?
You gave those out on Halloween, didn't you? Boy, if you want an egging.
Oscar Meyer is debuting their first ever plant-based hot dog.
All right.
A collaboration between Kraft Heinz and the Not Company, Inc. The new offerings include Oscar Meyer not hot dogs and not sausages, available in bratwurst and Italian sausage flavors.
I much prefer the just not dogs.
Yeah, the not dogs.
Yeah.
But, they're not
But they're going not hot.
Yeah.
Now, I have a couple questions. Oscar Meyer, of course.
Yes.
We're big fans.
Right?
Do you think they're going to make an electric Wienermobile?
I sure hope so. To go along with
yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
They would have to.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
Or a solar-powered Wienermobile with panels on top.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That'd be all right.
The plant-based meat products will debut at Expo West from March 12th through the 16th, and then will begin appearing on our store shelves later this year.
I tried one.
Did you?
You did?
Yeah, I ate mine. I like mine. I augmented a little bit. I put on bacon and bologna.
Oh, and how'd that go?
Oh, great. That's
called a push.
I found I didn't miss the meat on the hot dog at all.
Yeah.
I like that there are choices out there. That's good.
Well,
Pat, maybe you can try them and let us know.
I'll try them.
Okay, cool.
when do they hit the stores pretty soon, right?
Later this year after the expo. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you when I'm at the store, Pat.
We have a little duet that we've planned here, Pat.
Is that right?
Sig Heil. Check this.
Here we go.
Sig Heil.
That's what I heard.
I mean, try to...
It's beyond.
Why do you do that?
What do we do?
What is it going to? You've been talked to
God.
5 or 6 times.
Sorry.
And you just keep doing it until
Heil ist und was Jugendnachgesügen.
You're not.
Be careful.
Okay.
You don't want that to happen again.
That's, of course, what Kennedy said when he was. Reagan, of course, said, tear down this wall. Kennedy
You have a
said,
song for us, Pat?
Just like in the Wissenschaften.
They finally made an Oscar Meyer wiener. A veggie hot dog perfect just for me.
So eat it with some sauerkraut and mustard. Because you're the vegan pussy patty G.
I think you've been attacked.
That was really mean.
Wow.
Oscar Meyer. I think they should take my idea and do an electric Wienermobile.
Sure. Yeah,
that'd be so smart.
That would be smart. I agree.
And I, of course, have driven the Wienermobile. In fact, I raced distinguished IndyCar driver Al Unser Jr. in the Wienermobile. I tried to shave off a lap. He still beat me. But it was fun. And
you did take a shortcut through the middle of the course, as I recall.
Well, he had the advantage of being talented. Well, anyway, so the vegan hot dogs will be out there.
Yep.
Okay.
There'll be no lips or ani.
Nope.
Hey,
what is?
I don't care what's in hot dogs.
No.
They're delicious.
Yep. What is the plural of anus? Is it ani?
Anuses?
Anuses?
I think it is anuses.
Nice behind it. That's funny.
Or booty hole.
Isn't a group of anuses called a McGee?
Oh, no, that was just mean.
Boy, first
leave
you,
my
Pat,
friend
now
alone.
me. You're running out of people. Are you going to go around the room and insult all of us?
Sorry.
I think you have to.
I think he has a life insurance policy where if he's murdered, he gets double.
You are one of those villains on the primetime soap operas. When you end up dead, everybody's going to have a motive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I found where we got that German guy from before. Do you remember this news story?
What German guy from before?
Yeah, that you just played that little quote of the German guy.
Of yours?
Yeah. Ich mein Pussenschaft. I remembered the story. Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah?
It was from last week. Headline, man has penis bitten off by pet dog.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He's still a go boy.
Authorities in Germany say a man's male member was bitten off and eaten by his dog.
Oh, man.
Residents in the town of Herne contacted police upon the dog's incessant barking coming from the man's home in the middle of the night. First responders broke down the door, found the 66-year-old owner gravely injured and rushed him to the hospital. His male member could not be found. Officials believe the man's dog, said to be about the size of a Jack Russell, bit off the male member.
And possibly ingested it. If it couldn't be found, it's in the dog.
So would it would be
digested?
Yeah. And it would be gone.
Yeah, you don't need to sift through the poop for that.
Unless you fashion it out of the dog.
Yeah. Okay, can you play the theme song? This was, I believe it was Adolf Gulpendongen.
Do you mean Adolf Gulpendongen?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes. Okay. Ready? He thought it was an Oscar Meyer Wiener. That is why my doggy barked at me. He chomped on my Wiener Pussenschaften. Now I've got nothing to hold on to when I pee. Thank you.
Very good.
I'm in transition. I'm becoming a Hans Frankendicken.
All right.
Transitioning, you see.
Frankendicken,
yeah. Shaft.
You have little nuts on the side of your...
Okay. The nuts are the side of the neck. How does that joke go?
Your prices are so high, I thought your nuts were in your neck. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
No. What else is happening in sports?
Well, you know what we do now.
Stupid world record.
Using Bob and Tom Show logo balloons.
Thank you.
How do I not mention this, that you misspelled your name in the first line of this story?
What do you mean?
It's Bob and Ton.
Wow.
That's how selfless he is.
Yes.
David Rush has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the longest time to keep 2 balloons in the air with his head yet.
Oh.
David first broke this record back in 2018 with a time of 3 minutes, 12 seconds. But a year later, someone else broke it with a time of 6 minutes, 34 seconds. Shattered it.
Should be.
For the record to be valid, the balloons need to be 8 inches in diameter, and each touch has to alternate the balloons. David took back the record title by keeping 2 balloons in the air using only his head for a total of 13 minutes, 58 seconds. Take that. The latest attempt brings his record total to 162 Guinness World Record titles. He has 20 more titles to go to reach his goal of breaking or holding the most.
The record for the records?
Okay.
I always thought that was way higher, but if he would know.
Yeah.
I think it's holding them at the same time, I think is the key.
Okay.
So, well, you go, David. Thanks for using the Bob and Tom balloons.
D-Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just going to throw those away. But
really?
You've put them to some use.
I see.
So.
How have we not talked to him on a Zoom or something?
We have.
We have.
Or did we? And I forgot.
we have.
Okay.
Looks like he's getting...
Did I have a good time?
I think
You enjoyed it very much.
Looks like he's getting kind of buff.
Oh, yeah? Working out?
It looks
Is
like
that
he's
right?
getting...
I don't recall him ever being not.
Oh, I mean, he looks like he's even stronger than before.
All right.
And of
You
course,
think
he's a world-class juggler, which is, of course, one of my favorite things.
Think he's all vitamined up? You think he's working the weights?
Working out a lot.
Maybe he's working out for an upcoming record.
Maybe.
He does a lot of physical things, obviously.
Hollywood Hannon?
Yeah, his neighbor.
He contacted. He wants to be on the show a lot.
We'll have him in. He can be.
Yeah.
Take that seat over there.
Maybe we could get those two to head-to-head Guinness World Records. That'd be exciting.
What, against each other?
Yeah.
Okay, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, turn them against each other.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Now,
Fist fight.
We have Christy Lee at the news desk. I guess we'll go back to the sports page.
That's sports.
That's concluded?
Yes, that's sports for this morning.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
There you go, whatever you do. Always.
Dick divine Pussenchef.
Be a good sport. Christy?
A new survey offers some insights into remote work. Apparently, 70% admitted to being business up top, casual on the bottom during Zoom meetings.
Well, no kidding.
Yeah. They might wear something comfortable, casual, or even risque below the desk and off screen, if you know what I mean.
Mesh
That's
free
okay.
throw pouch.
Just don't go full Jeffrey Tubin on everybody.
I thought he was going to say the other, Jeff.
Respondents said virtual meetings allow them to see into their coworkers' lives. Of course, we've all had the pet that's jumped into our Zoom meetings before, haven't you? I know I have.
I know how Josh feels about this, but I saw another one the other day. There was this reporter interviewing someone on a Zoom, I think like a federal economist or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the economist was one side was the reporter and the other side was going to be the economist. But they went live and it was the economist's golden retriever sitting where the economist was.
I would have loved that.
And the guy goes, all right, we're going to... Well, looks like our guest isn't here yet. And the golden retriever is just staring at the guy.
So funny.
So funny.
And you see the golden retriever said he was going to lower interest rates in the stock market.
Yes, he was. And the stock market rebounded.
Yeah.
Cheaper dog biscuits.
The other
really,
thing
sir?
we've all done probably is had somebody walk by or you've seen other family members. And
I've noticed that the new thing now, Christy, is the blurred background.
That
seems very popular.
I don't know how to do that.
I was on a Zoom meeting yesterday or well, whatever. And I joined and I saw two people, like a couple of people, and I went, hey, I'm here. How you doing?
Oh.
And they were like, oh, hi. And I was like, yeah, so, whenever you want, we can talk about this or whatever. And then I slowly realized there were like 40 other people on the and I was just the one idiot going, hey, I'm here.
Did you get the job?
I did.
I don't think I'm going to Zoom anymore. The last one I was on, it cost me $85,000. I don't think Zoom so much anymore.
I'm wondering if there are consultants that, what's the word I'm trying to think? What is it when you stage?
Yes.
I wonder if there are consultants who stage the bookcase behind the guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
They pretend you read this one. And they put this
Do
one
you have
sideways.
a Zoom place in your home? Like a certain spot? I always Zoom from the same spot.
No. All you can see behind me is a window.
Oh, okay. That's bad. Bad lighting. You don't want a window behind you.
I have a Zoom place. Yeah.
Oh.
Fake plants in the background.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I just do it on my phone, wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to because I can't get Zoom to work on my phone.
But Josh raises a good point, which is much like anyone who's ever worked in a job where you have to have a lot of meetings, And,
Yes.
I think I read a survey that 95% of CEOs said most meetings are a total waste of their time. Everyone, there are way too many people in there. How many people really needed to be in that meeting, Josh?
I don't know.
Like
honestly, yeah. So yeah.
20% admitted to being distracted by unusual items in someone's background.
That's Jeffrey Toobin.
Hey, Toobin, we're trying to
put it away, will you?
Conduct business here.
Wouldn't you, if you won an Emmy, put it in the background, right? Or something?
Oh, sure.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
people do.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
People do
yeah.
that. When asked the most intriguing things they've seen in virtual meeting backgrounds, respondents outlined scenarios like a puppy licked the screen, and even colleagues who had no time to change and were wearing pajamas for the meeting.
Do they make everybody stand up?
No.
That's all you
Hands check, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you worked TV for a long time, Christy. Did the anchors, that was...
That was a big deal. Anchors would wear shorts and then a suit coat.
Suit, yeah. Now, these days, so many of the anchors have to stand, at least for part of the broadcast.
They can't do that anymore.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah,
Some consultant somewhere said this is more relaxed.
You're
People like
exactly
this.
right.
Yeah.
People like to see you walk around a little bit.
No, we don't.
The old-time anchor said, what about my desk, you asked?
Yeah.
I'm glad you said desk. And you know the green screen, for lack of a better term, those things have really advanced. You can't tell that the guy's in front of a green screen anymore. It's amazing.
Yeah, back in the olden days when you had to, it was called a chroma key, and these people would, if you wore the wrong color, it would cause part of your tie to disappear.
Sure, yeah.
Or,
you could do it so it just looked like your head was floating.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew a guy that he had a room fixed up so it looked like this guy was from England, and he had this room that looked like he was in England, but in fact he lived in the Bahamas now most of the time.
Cool. Good for him.
But he had the fake room.
Sure.
Except he'd be doing these calls, and all of a sudden you'd hear all these chickens and roosters crowing.
Yes.
Oh,
the London streets.
Yes, I hear in the Boltons they now allow roosters. You see, a lot of loose cocks there in the Bahamas. Roosters.
Yes.
Couldn't help yourself.
Famous birds. Coming up, we've got something special with Jess Hooker.
All right.
That we talked about last week that I'm really intrigued by this.
All right.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was. I'm excited.
It involves pork.
Okay.
Oh.
But in a very unusual way.
Okay.
And we will be exploring that with a little taste test. I'm excited about it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Went to my first luau, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. You know, they burnt the pig for us and everything. It was fantastic to see a pig come out of the ground and we just ate on pig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it was kind of weird looking at him with his nose sticking out at you, but, you know, he was still delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I just ate from behind, you know, that's what I did.
Yeah, no pig face.
Yeah, right, you know, no, you don't want no pig face. But my cousin them eat pig snoot in St. Louis, which is crazy. They eat the snoot.
No way.
Yeah.
They do, really?
Heck yeah, they put barbecue sauce on it and eat it. They eat the feet. Some black
Yeah, you
folks.
will not lead us astray, I guarantee.
Because I hate restaurants that have those, named best barbecue ever, and then you go in, it's some old burnt barbecue, and it don't taste good. I mean, they only have what you want because, I'm from St. Louis. We eat rib tips, And rib tips is like the top part of the rib, and you cut it in. Oh, my good Lord.
Oh.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lavell Crawford. Lavell Crawford is our guest, and so far we've had a tour of Hawaii. We have yet to see anything except for a pig nose.
Well, I won a luau. I won the hula dance competition.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. You can move it, huh?
One thing I know about Paradise for black folks is it's something black people want to do that we see white folks do that we shouldn't do. Like, go on the catamaran. That's just like being out on a raft with a motor. It ain't safe. and my wife went, let's get out on the catamaran. I said, have you ever seen a catamaran? You don't even know what it is. She's from Chicago. You don't know nothing about no catamaran. And then she can't swim. She ain't never been to a YMCA, learn how to float or nothing. But she want to go out in the middle of the ocean. Wow. See, I learned my lesson with that jet ski. They flying around on that jet ski, jumping up on the water. And I realized that water's hard as hell.
It is.
Because every time you hit a wave, man, my junk was hitting me in the chin. So I know what water, it's dangerous out there. And then my jet ski conked out on me, so I'm sitting out in the middle of the ocean. They had to tow me in, and I fell off the jet ski. I couldn't leapfrog back on it.
No.
So, no, I couldn't do it. My blood sugar got low. I just had to lay out there, and they had to tow me in. I'm looking like the Loch Ness Negro trying to come back in. People taking pictures. What they catch?
What is that?
I think it's a killer whale.
Oh, my.
Was that your surfer voice? I love that.
Actually died. Comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing, died?
He stopped breathing, died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that?
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead?
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there?
We left him
So the second show, so you all went home?
We all went home, so he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning?
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both standing in the same condo. Larry answered. He just hear he beat me to the phone. He got there. And he says, "What? Who? Dead."
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead.
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who? Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hands up the phone, looks right at me, says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray, dear Lord, my soul to keep. And if I should die before I wake, I pray, dear Lord, my soul to take. But the prayers don't make me sleepy. I lay here tossing and turning with a fire down below that just keeps on burning. I could do what I think is natural, but one of my biggest fears are my dearly departed grandmother's words still ringing in my ears. You can't get to heaven with your hand on your no-no place. Your no-no's not a playground. Stay in a state of grace. You can't get your wings hymns, sing heavenly psalms. You'll just go blind with hairy palms. No, you can't get to heaven with your hand on your no place. Remember now, all your dead relatives are watching. Oh, religious peace.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's food day today. Jess Hooker will be in with some sort of entree.
Oh.
Smells good.
And the secret word is pork.
A nice amuse-bouche.
That's pork. But right now, Jess Hooker's in the studio delivering Tom his beverage because Tom's incapable.
Man.
Is that right, Tom?
I just got sidetracked, and I've got some nice tea here. Coming up, we have a special treat.
Didn't even hear a thank you.
No.
No, of course not.
I was gentlemanly. I said thank you.
I don't think you did. I didn't hear it. And you're up against a mic. I heard nothing.
You know, I go like this. See what just happened there? I press the button.
Do that more often.
Okay. Now,
especially when you yell Zig Heil. Can you do that?
We have...
you know you did that earlier.
No, I didn't. That was a character.
Oh, I see.
Like Archie Bunker, you see.
Little girly there.
Remember what that morning... Remember that morning when he said, you know, I don't like telling people anything what's going on. I like to keep them aware and sharp and ready for anything. He wants us to think he's kidding, but Josh brought this up. That's absolutely how he wants things. That was the truest thing you've ever said.
You never tell us anything.
And then the fun part is, because you're uninformed, you're uninformed.
And you get yelled at,
and then he gets upset.
Because we don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, I'm not sure any of you guys have heard about this, but we're going to be doing our show from West Virginia coming up on the morning of April 5th.
Almost heaven.
With Duke Tomato, the Power Trio, and the Brass to Mouth Horns.
That'll be fun.
It's going to be great. And then that evening, we're doing a special comedy show. It'll be Willie G, Patty G, Josh, Jeff Oskey. I'll be your host with Christy. It'll be fun. Tickets for that go on sale, I think, in about 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
So if you're in Charleston, West Virginia, hope to see you there. The morning show, by the way, you can come by and hang out for free. And we'll have some interesting stuff, I'm sure. In the meantime, I got this from a police officer. We were asking if those bumper stickers people have, if sometimes they'll sway them one way or the other.
Oh, right.
And we had the one guy that said, what was it, is someone had the bad cop, no donut bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Gave him the ticket. This particular police officer said, those pro-police stickers on the back of the cars don't do anything. I recently caught a guy who was trafficking meth and coke, and he had one of those stickers in the back of his car. So
wow,
you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, it'd be hard to not give that guy citation.
Meth and coke,
to say the least.
How high can you get? Jeez.
Thank you, officer.
Well,
we appreciate the communication,
and we appreciate what you do.
We now appreciate Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, thank you.
What have we missed?
Well, we were talking about Zoom meetings. Let's continue with the office facts. Detroit deodorant sales are up, and do you want to know why?
Why?
People cared less about smelling great when they were in their homes on a Zoom call.
Makes sense.
But now they're back after the COVID-19 pandemic in the office. The trend appeared in Unilever's third quarter earnings released last week.
Unilever?
Yes, the personal care.
You say Unilever.
I say Unilever. Lever, lover, and lever. That's called the whole thing.
What a weird name. Doesn't that mean
Unilever?
One lever?
No, it's a giant conglomerate for health and beauty aids, I think.
Yeah, I believe Chick is correct.
But what it actually translates to, I'm not too sure.
They make Rexa. I never heard of that. Dove and Axe, and they say that deodorant sales are up. They continued to build on their growth in just the last few quarters, and they attributed the increase in deodorant sales to the return of employees to the office space.
I wonder if douches are up.
Rexona. I've never heard of Rexona. Really?
I think they're
That's
down.
a fair question.
I think they're down because a lot of doctors now are going, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to
ladies.
do that. It's
But I mean, I think
self-cleansing.
the commercials are designed to make women self-conscious.
Of course they are.
I use Fresh Balls.
I don't. Oh, that's a real thing. Yeah.
And they have fresh breasts and they have fresh body.
I remember FDS deodorant spray, feminine deodorant spray.
I don't feel like I see a lot of douche commercials.
Never used it, but I always saw the.
I think they've cut back, or maybe they're not on the shows you're watching.
Well, I watch a fair amount of like Hallmark and stuff.
I don't think I've seen.
Oh, that's true. If they're not on advertising, what are they doing?
No,
if they're not on Hallmark.
I'll see Poise. You know.
For the.
What's that?
Panty liners kind of
adult
stuff.
Adult diaper kind of thing.
And I'll see...
that name is so graceful.
Poise?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Poise.
Except that they say things like, you need poise in your pants, which is awfully close to piss in your pants, and it makes me laugh every time.
There's poise in there.
There's one for an all-over deal.
Lume. I see that one all the time, or Lumi or whatever. Yeah.
Lando, too,
Yeah.
You can use it anywhere.
New from Unilever. Snatch. It's French. Well, if we're talking douche commercials,
that was
we got to hear from Renee.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can tell
yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you to... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
On one of the classics, Renee Hicks and her take on douche commercials.
Do you use, changing the subject, are you an emoji user, Tom?
I occasionally.
He's getting better.
A new study from the University of Ottawa finds the older adults want to express themselves with emojis, but just really don't understand how. Even when they understand an emoji's meaning, older users are still less likely to use them because they lack the confidence to incorporate them into a conversation.
I don't know about that. They're making this a bigger thing than what it is, I think.
Some of the emojis, I don't know what they mean. Do you? Like some of the face emojis, it's like, what is that?
I just asked. I go, what does that face mean?
Those are too small.
They are small.
How big you want them?
I mean,
you increase the font size, you'll increase the emoji size, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
You can make the font bigger.
Okay.
What's your font?
What size font do you use on your phone?
I don't know. The big one, I thought. I don't know. Did you ever get that one with the eggplant and the squirting?
The water drops?
Water drops?
I do not.
Oh, okay. We'll start getting it now.
And the peach and...
oh, yeah.
Well,
and the older people don't know all those secret... Yeah, we don't know all the secrets emoji references.
Right. I mean, there's let's say you want to blow your daughter or son a kiss.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That was...
So there's the emoji with the face blowing the kiss and the heart.
Yeah.
But
the Bob and Tom Show is experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
There's also the red lips.
Yes.
Like the sexy kind of lipstick. I could see a grandma sending the lipstick just like, hey, kisses, as opposed, and just, oh, jeez.
The best thing you ever did for me among them was that it's not a smiley face, but it's the blank look.
Yes, that's my favorite.
I send that all the time. Somebody asks me to go do something, or are you up for dinner, and I'll just send them. It's just a flat.
Oh.
Love it. Love everything about it.
I don't like the winky face.
You don't?
That's got to be the most popular.
I love the winky face.
That's because you can't. You're incapable of winking.
It's a sweet thing.
You've got to contort your whole face.
I sort of wink in slow motion.
Your girl sends that to you. Hey, baby.
And a wink?
Little wink?
No.
And then you send back...
Happy birthday, baby. There you go.
Baby.
You don't have secret emojis for each other?
No.
Oh.
I don't use them all that often.
Do you have a code word, though?
Pookie Bear?
Making love?
No.
Like lasagna or something?
Yeah. I just finally figured out emoticons about 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So now when we come back, we have a song from Pat Godwin.
I want to take
nice
it
tribute to the emojis.
I want to take it to the hole, baby.
Oh, yeah. Sweet emoji. Yeah.
Okay. And then we have...
time to dunk.
And Josh is going to sing something.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
You're going to sing, Josh?
I'm looking forward to that.
We got Apple Watch news. We got Panda news. and you want to swim with stingrays, it's happening. We'll let you know how. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guests.
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-to-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or D, come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Now, Maria, you're originally from Duluth.
Originally from Duluth.
You made how did you make the transfer into the transition into stand-up comedy? Did you have regular jobs?
Well, I worked as a secretary, and I missed that. I missed the camaraderie because you don't always get to see people on the road as a comedian. So I miss that. Where do you want to go for lunch? What do you want to get for lunch? Where do you want to go for lunch? I get like a sandwich, something, or like a salad. I mean, maybe we could just a place I get like a Diet Coke. We could go to Quiznos. Yes, we could. Yes, I like the drama, like don't touch Donna's label maker. Okay, no, don't even look at it. Why? Because she bought it with her own money. Oh, enough said, sister. Why don't you tell Donna to keep her mitts off my freaking tape dispenser, which she should know is mine because it's clearly labeled. Oh. Fellas get mad. Who stole my key lime pie yo play? Wasn't me. Did you eat my Southwestern style lean cuisine? No. Did you eat my half chocolate rabbit I've been gnawing on for 5 years? It's basically only half a head and an ear with a soft baby blue ribbon wrapped around it because my ma gave it to me for Easter. Yes. Don't. It took you too long. I had to scrabble it up in my chops. But yeah, I used to work as a secretary for a long time.
Yes, you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around. And I used to work as a Star Trek character in a touring show. I did a Star Trek character.
Oh,
we
really?
What?
Wait a minute.
Mall openings and Jack in the Box promotions around the country.
Which Star Trek?
Well, I was a Bajoran, which is from Deep Space Nine. Not many people. Greetings, I'm Major Lilanka, the planet Bajor. Get the F away from me. All right. That was most of my job.
What is the name of the tribe, the people?
The Bajorans.
So they're Armenian.
We were like the Jews of your World War II. We were decimated by the Kardashians, which are...
And the Kardashians definitely Armenian.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're lizard-like people. And all I have left of my parents to remember them by is this bloody paper doll. That looks like a napkin with some ketchup on it from this food court. Oh, so you're a denier of the Holocaust. I see. Well, why don't you wait for your wife to come back from the Chico's where she's buying a boxy jacket.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
This paper doll.
Did you?
I haven't seen Chick look like that in a long time.
Did you ever work at a theme park as a character or anything?
They trained us at a theme park, and it was in North Carolina, so it was a very it was a place where people wore a lot of religious kind of rock star T-shirts where they'd go like, "Come follow Christ, he's going to be seen at the mega," that kind of thing. So I did a little work there, but I'm not very good at talking to strangers. Trying to get people interested in talking to me. It was just terrible. It was mostly that, like, greetings. You got makeup all over your face. You mean my genetic makeup? I'm very different from you. I'm an alien. No. I wish the Vulcans would come back from their smoke break.
Did you have...
over the holidays, you might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down. Before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see.
Okay, all right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. But it's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care. But if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. So, Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, coincidentally, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been bearmed and belegged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her.
Every night, these voices in my head. Punch that guy. Have sex with that girl. Eat that burger. Pee here. Turn left. Figure it out myself.
Now, Andy Hendrickson is the other voice you're hearing in the studio. Andy is a stand-up comedian. You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Nice, handsome guy. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Girlfriend or anything?
No, none of that. It's, it's
you
tough on the
comedians
road.
really know how to get the action.
Troubadours, Tom. They move from town to town. New woman in every port.
Yeah, all my friends are married. I got more weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We for tickets.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold.
You had this story about older folks can't figure out emojis.
Yes, this whole break I've been looking at emoji icons and what they mean because I am one of those people. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Well, you'll always
all those
have
faces.
You'll always have cursive.
I love cursive,
I know.
and I love writing a letter.
Nice.
Very good.
Oh
my gosh, what's this?
Okay, now we're getting something is being brought in.
Here we go.
This is from Miss Jess Hooker.
Some sort of foodstuffs.
And Jess, do you want to saddle up to the microphone and let us know what this stuff is?
I see pork. I see rice. I see underpants. No, I see.
You see a lady in France.
I see.
This looks like straight pork fat.
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
It is.
Okay.
It's pork belly.
Pork belly. Oh, I
love
I'm a big fan.
You guys did a story a week or two ago about pork lattes, and they serve them in China in celebration of the Lunar New Year.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Starbucks in China actually has pork lattes. That's correct.
Yeah, pork is significant in a year full of abundance.
Oh, nice.
So that's what they celebrate with. Usually this dish that's called dong po ro. And that's what you have to prepare in order to get the glaze to put into the coffee to make the pork latte.
I see.
Yeah. So last night I did the pork belly recipe for the dong po ro. And then I used the broth and glazed it down. And this is what we have in our espresso with cream on top.
Okay.
So the short version is there's pork juice in this coffee.
Exactly.
All right, let's give her a sip.
Sweetened pork juice. So that broth has ginger and scallions and brown sugar. And
It's like soup.
It's salty.
Yeah, very salty. So that recipe calls for dark and light soy sauce. A lot.
It's mostly sodium.
And an entire bottle of rice wine. So you guys might have a little bit of a buzz later.
Yeah, even by my standards, that is salty.
It's like bone broth, kind of.
It is. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I said it tastes like soup.
Yeah.
Well, we can eat the pork belly, though, right?
You can eat the. Yeah, I just thought I'd go ahead and let you guys. You don't have to eat it now, but yeah, I just thought you might want to taste. I had plenty left over, obviously.
Is this long grain rice?
No, it's basmati. Yeah.
It's basmati.
Yeah, here's the article. Dong Po, DONG-PO, Dong Po braised pork flavor sauce is put into the espresso with steamed milk at Starbucks in China.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's the abundant year savory latte is how it translates.
Yeah. It didn't go over very well. It was $10 a serving, and so people are like, this is too expensive, and I'd rather just have pork by itself.
Well, this pork belly is inedible, isn't it?
Is it bad?
No!
Oh.
It's unbelievable.
He's being sarcastic.
It almost crawls down your throat.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
So Starbucks in the United States is not doing this.
No, not at all. No, these aren't. This is
no porcacino.
Nope, China and here. That's it. Yeah.
It'd be such a natural.
Yeah.
Porcacino sounds like the name of a drag queen. Have you seen Porcacino? It's awesome.
It's awesome.
I like this this pork-based coffee.
Do you really?
It's good.
Might make you a coffee drinker, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get pork in it,
It's not for me.
morning.
It really tastes more like soup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can you taste the espresso at all? I thought it was.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't.
A little
I
bit.
can't.
Yeah. I didn't think I
It's
could
like
either.
it tastes like really salty.
Yeah.
I'm getting
soup.
no.
I get the feeling
No
this would
coffee.
be.
Yeah.
If I was sick, this would be good.
Yeah.
For
agree.
me, I think. Yeah.
I agree. It's very tasty, but it's probably mostly sodium.
Oh, it is all the entire broth. That's all it is. Yeah, dark light soy sauce. So 2 bottles of that, and then, like I said, a whole bottle of rice wine.
I mean, that's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Are those ingredients?
Now, Tom, you're going to swell up, and you won't be able to wear your rings. All this sodium.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't wear any rings.
See, that's what girlies talk about.
I don't wear
Yeah,
rings.
we bloat.
Yeah, we tend to bloat at parties.
All right. Well,
Yes.
thank you very much.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Very good. Now,
Back to the pork belly.
while you guys eat your pork belly, we have the story about emojis and how older folks. It's like Gen Z hieroglyphics to them. They don't really get what they mean, but they're trying to use them.
Right.
So it's a little awkward when Grandma sends you the eggplant.
What emoji do you use?
Yes.
The most?
I just had this conversation with Cookie last night. We were texting each other. Cookie's our engineer, and he sent me an emoji, and he goes, "I'm not really an emoji guy, but I thought this was appropriate." And so I sent him one, and I use the upside down smiley face for a lot of things, just when it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really.
Your life is upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are kind of askew.
Yeah. But I don't want to be negative.
I do the kiss emoji all the time, every day with my husband.
Was that just your
Very
lips?
sweet.
With the little heart that comes out.
Do you
We
guys
send
use
that to each other probably 2-3
It's like a
times a
person
day?
who looks like this.
Yeah,
You know, a heart comes up.
We don't say anything else,
What?
just the
That
emoji.
early love is
You've
so
seen it. You must have seen it.
He knows what it is.
No, I don't. You mean
We're all going to send you one.
it's in motion?
No.
Oh, okay.
emoji.
Well, you can do. There
Right.
are
They have
some
some
are
like that, but no.
Do you guys use the ones that look like you?
See,
I have avatars, but I don't really use them.
avatars,
No.
But yeah, we
Okay.
send them all the time. See?
All right. And you can. And there are companies that make other emojis you can buy, like aftermarket.
Yes.
Yeah, they're apps.
Do they allow semi-dirty ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yes.
The NFL has emoji themed for all the teams.
No, I didn't
And I'm
know.
sure the other.
Yeah, you just download their keyboard,
Yeah.
and it becomes an alternate keyboard.
You can download different keyboards. You know that, right, Tom?
No.
Don't.
Look, I can barely get through ASDF.
ASDF GHJKL semicolon.
Nicely done.
Very nice.
I don't know why
I could not do that.
Anyway, we have a song or something?
We do.
Let's get to it.
Thank you for
And
the.
now here's an ode to pork belly.
Yeah, this is about emojis.
I text you a smiley face. Conversation is just a waste. I'm not really good with English words. I'd rather use hearts, lips, and turds. We don't talk anymore or even use letters. A big thumbs up means I'm feeling better. You sent me a peach, here comes a zucchini. Better than a picture of my weenie. was just getting used to LOL. Now I never have to spell.
All right, a little tribute to the emoji. Now, I am going to need some water. Now that I've had this pork.
I'm fine. What kind of place is this?
all the fluids have drained out of me from this pork-infused coffee.
I'm telling you, you're going to swell up. Your pants aren't going to fit. You're going to feel bloated the rest of the day.
That is really, really something. I can see why they're not doing it here in the United States of America. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson.
Why haven't you made the leap for having a chef on board? I mean, you got a cake maker. Why don't you just
Who says he doesn't?
and have a cook? You know, you could call her cook.
No, we have one right here. Her name is Jess Hooker.
There you go. What's for dinner?
Hooker the cooker.
Well, I mean, you know.
Oh, do you go to his house at night and
on a
cook for him
daily.
too?
That would be interesting.
Not
wouldn't
yet.
it?
I would not be surprised.
My cook, Pierre DoorDash, is he can make anything. Yeah.
I have Francois DoorDash.
Oh, yeah, they're
brothers.
Yeah, the dynasty.
Use it enough, they give you a pair of extra large jeans. DoorDash. For the men with the big ass. Okay.
I have to order food.
Feed me.
Hey, and while I'm eating food, I'm going to be listening to my Raycon everyday earbuds. That's right. Amazing audio quality at half the price of other premium audio brands. How about their tens of thousands of 5-star reviews readily available on the internet? Raycon's optimized gel tips are designed to fit every ear ever made. And whether you're out taking a walk or walking the dog or on the treadmill or chatting on the phone, cleaning the house, Raycons will stay in your ears. What a concept. And Raycon seamless Bluetooth syncing, 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you don't have to worry about whether Raycons are up for the task. They will be there when you need them. You also enjoy features like their easy-to-use earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and awareness modes. And yes, the deal for you, because you know us, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. 20% off and free shipping. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, comedian Al Jackson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball, There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. It throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
You weirdo. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. We've done a lot of damage today.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah,
Yes,
the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Want to hear it?
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious,
Oh, yeah.
did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Hey, everybody, this is Todd Snyder, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. We've just, some of us have really enjoyed the pork belly and the pork latte. Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Pork latte that Jess Hooker prepared for us. Christy's here.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin. Hey, Chick. Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. And Tom, I've just noticed this about you, Tom. You are somewhat of a delicate flower. You have the taste of that pork latte in your mouth, and you really struggle.
Had to chew some gum to get rid of it.
Yeah. It's intense.
Yeah.
Is that right?
There we go. There's our guest. He is comedian Al Jackson. Al, I don't know if you on your TV show Daily Blast Live. I don't know if you had the story about in China they're doing a pork-based latte in honor of the Year of the Pig, I guess.
I was listening to you guys talk just in awe. This is a perfect topic. I'm dressed like a failed author today, so I'm ready to be analytical.
All right.
And it's Year of the Dragon, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was the Year of the Pig.
I thought it was Dragon.
Yeah, it's Year of the Dragon.
They just do it every.
Oh,
they do it to celebrate the lunar new year.
tradition.
Because I mean, dragon coffee would probably be very high in caffeine.
Well, no,
I guess.
dragon meat and pork meat are very similar.
I see.
That's actually a really good name for coffee. Is Dragon Coffee. You made me think about I was doing a radio show years ago in Fort Myers in studio, and they had a bacon vodka. Like just sitting on the shelf or some kind of promotion.
Yeah.
And they were like, do you want to take a shot of it on the air? And I was drinking everything in sight. And so I was like, sure. And I took a shot of this. And there's only a few things that you'll have in your life that instantly make you sick to your stomach and ready to get. There's like, for me, it was that bacon vodka that'll just turn and within 5 seconds, I was out of that studio. Didn't make it down the hallway. But I don't know if the pork latte would do the same. But I'd be willing to find out. Was it disgusting, or was it like,
it tastes like a really, really salty soup.
Yeah, like you're drinking a lot of
like
soy
broth?
sauce.
I couldn't taste any. I couldn't taste any coffee at all.
No.
I enjoyed it very much, and I could pick up the little bit of espresso in it. Yeah.
Okay, all right, but a little bit weird. Do you guys do much taste testing on the Daily Blast Live?
We haven't in a while. It's weird. One of the taste tests we did was when I went viral for the Wendy's comment I made to my the Popeyes comment I made to my co-host. But that was really, and I think that was because it was like National Chicken Sandwich Day. But we don't really do too much unless like maybe if there is a somebody from the Food Network on and they want us to try like their vegan pizza or something. We can heat it up in the studio, but not really.
Now, did you guys do the nude bowling story?
No, but I hope we're about to.
It's nudists in Pittsburgh are doing a nude bowling event coming up next month. And Christy and I immediately had the same question.
Got to wear shoes?
Do you have to wear shoes, or do you have to wear bowling shoes, or is it also barefoot? I'm guessing you have to wear shoes.
Which would make it way worse, because now everybody in there is a nudist. So they're like, I'm comfortable with my body. And that means that they're all too fraudulent to look at themselves and be like, we look ridiculous. Because bowling shoes, when you're well-dressed, look crazy. So when you have nothing on, and a side note, Tom, I was talking to my co-host on my podcast. I forgot the name of it. My podcast, My Safe Word Is More. And she told me she went to a nudist colony when she was 18 years old. Her boyfriend, just because, it was back in the 90s and people didn't know things. And she said the thing that they don't tell you is like at a colony like that, people carry around paper towels to sit on. Mm-hmm. You can do the math on that. I never thought, but that means that it had to have been a problem where somebody said, we got to do something.
Yeah, anal leakage, I believe.
We're all standing.
I like the fact that the only time you ever hear the word colony pretty much is a leper colony and nudist colony.
Ant colony.
Ant colony.
Well, yeah, I mean in the human realm.
Sure.
The interesting thing about this nude bowling thing is the nudist people are trying to pawn off the word naturist. Which, to me, naturist awfully close to naturalist.
I've heard naturist ever since I heard a nudist colony.
Yeah, I think
but Chicky, don't you think about like nature? If I hear nature, if somebody goes, Chicky is a naturist, I'd be like, oh, he's somewhere looking at a pelican.
Yes,
with those tiny binoculars.
I'm watching birds. I'm a bird watcher. Maybe. Yeah,
he's
you're
a
right.
bird watcher.
By the way, Al, this is also unfair. According to this, first of all, participants must be 18 or over to attend.
Of course.
I'm guessing the law stepped in on that one. Women are allowed to wear bottoms.
Yeah, they let the women wear bottoms.
I would think it should be for the men in this case. Because if you think about the running up to the line, you guys for the most part would be fine. A man, there could be, depending on your age, which most nudists, there's going to be a lot of things moving in different directions.
Yeah, but
I think it would be way worse for a man.
It's that final pose though, where it's right there,
They look like those clackers.
Can you imagine flying a nudist airline and having to get up to use the bathroom.
I read a story.
It's either butt or balls right in the face.
I read a story the other day, yesterday, about the 9 rules to nude cruising.
Oh.
And it'll get you kicked off a cruise if you break them.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you give us a couple?
One of them, you have to carry a towel with you at all times to sit in public areas. You have to be dressed when the ship is in port, which would make sense. The lingerie, fetish wear, and excessive genitalia jewelry not appropriate.
Oh,
excessive genitalia jewelry.
Yeah, excessive.
So you can have a
Tasteful.
tasteful pinky ring on your schlong.
Yeah, you can't have a chain from your ear to your dome.
This is interesting. According to this cruise line, clothing must be worn in the dining rooms.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
While you're eating. Oh,
that may be a health issue.
Yeah.
Pubes and stuff.
No photo zones must be respected. Fondling or inappropriate touching strictly prohibited.
What about making this noise while you're touching? What about that?
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
What about the fact I don't want to, like, if I'm on a new cruise, I want this to kind of be no holds barred. I'm sorry. I don't want all these rules. I thought that was the point, is we are anarchists, we are hedonists. They literally call the place where they gather hedonism. So then I just don't like the rules. If you're going to do it, like, be like, hey, listen, no cameras, and sign this NDA and get on board.
Yeah,
I don't like all these rules.
Bare necessity cruises on the Norwegian Pearl.
Oh, the bare
necessities. Is the crew fully clothed?
I would assume, yes. Yeah.
I did one of these.
What?
Yeah, I performed on one of them.
No.
Were you nude?
Did you bring your guitar?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was
just in case they made me perform nude.
Was the audience?
Yeah, the audience was, yeah. And the dining rooms weren't. But there was a lot of hanky-panky going on.
Did you hook up?
No, I stayed in my room. I was...
I've always wondered, is it more that they're just people that enjoy to be nude, like people reading a book while nude, or is this more of a sexual slant and they're kind of like getting away with, like, oh, this is about nature, but it's really more about groups of people piling on top of each other?
Yeah.
So you got more of a sexual vibe from the audience?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was crazy.
Pat, when you were nervous on stage, did you picture the audience wearing clothes?
Oh, my God. That caps it off right there. We're done now. Boom. That was nice. Now, we're speaking with a comedian, Al Jackson, and Al is on the DBL, the Daily Blast Live.
Yes, sir.
Talking about all kinds of stuff on a daily basis. Serious stuff, fun stuff, cool stuff. And you do have a look today. Kind of I would say, late 70s era failed author.
Or a dramatic arts
He's got the aviator. Are those the aviator glasses on?
Mm-hmm.
Are those functional glasses or are they vanity glasses?
No, they're functional. My thing is, like, if I had a black beret on with this black turtleneck, would that allow me to drink free at any bookstore?
I think it might. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be my new little hustle.
Now, we have some new words to review today. Al tries to help me get a little bit hipper. What have we got to look at?
All right, Tom. This first one is kind of obvious, but can you tell me in what country and in what context you would use the word bruv? B-R-U-V.
Bruv?
Yes.
You'll hear this in movies.
You use it in a sense, Josh.
I won't use. I'll just do it in my voice.
Right.
Come on, come on, bruv. We got to go rob that bank.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just like it's like brother or bro. It's bro here, but it's bro when you're in England.
I always feel like I hear it in
Australia.
those British heist movies.
Yeah,
like Jason Statham will say it.
It's in Snatch a couple times.
Hey, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, bruv is just like it's our bro.
Bruv.
Like, oh, bro, come on. Yeah, bruv. Which I kind of weirdly, I like, it rolls off my tongue better. Like, come on, bruv. Come on, one more drink, man. It just rolls off my tongue better than bro.
Yeah, I can't get away with bro.
No, you can't.
Sounds like it's got it sounds like it's got quotation marks around
No,
it.
you sound like a narc. You
Yeah.
absolutely sound like a narc.
Sure do.
Yes.
Hey, bro.
Or condescending parents. It's like, hey, bro, you're not going to the party tonight. How about that?
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
why don't you go bro on that?
I mean, I just can't walk up to Josh after the show. Hey, bro, want to go grab some brunch?
Josh, what would you do if he did that? Would you think that, like, you were getting fired? Would you think something bad is happening? Because there's no way Tom, what would you really think if Tom said, hey, bro, let's go to brunch? What would you honestly think?
I would honestly think he was trying to make me laugh. Like being silly by saying bro.
So I can't get away with it.
Yeah, you literally cannot.
But you can.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think how often I use the word bro. I'll do it more because this is the beauty of language like this is people use words differently, and like I would use bro as more of a there's more. So I'd be like, Tom, I went on this date with this girl, and she was like, she wanted to put me in handcuffs. Dude, that wasn't it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, then she wanted me to put on a leather mask with the zipper across the mouth. Bro, you know, I would use it, but some people just use it constantly, like as a filler word in every sentence they use.
Teenage boys.
Yes.
Tom, can you think of any other words Al might be able to use that you can't?
Well, let's not do that.
Well, take your time.
Your exit interview.
One of my favorite stories of all time is Al's famous radio story.
That's amazing.
We probably can't really repeat. Maybe when you're here live, we can do it.
Yes, I will tell that story live. But yeah, it's that was a different time in the world.
Yeah,
you know, with people weren't always panicking about everything. Tom, I got another word, another phrase.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
10 toes.
Say it again.
10 toes.
That's interesting.
10 toes.
Because we had a nickname earlier. A guy in high school was known as Six Toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Six. They called him Sixto, like Sixto, because he had 6 toes on both feet. And
on both feet.
And the kids figured it out, and so they called him Six Toes. Then it evolved into Sixto, which I thought was a cool nickname.
But this is 10 toes.
Is it 10 toes or 10 toe?
10 toes.
10 toes. Wow, 10 toes. Hey, 10 toes. Is it a nickname?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't say, like, I'll tell you what, I went on a date with Christy, talk about 10 toes.
No, I mean,
Glad I have 10 toes.
I would assume that is the default.
Does it mean somebody's healthy? Because you'll hear like, hey, how's the baby? Hey, 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Well, that's a good.
No, but that's a great guess.
Is it somebody's all in? Like, I'm all in, 10 toes.
Check out
Good
the
job,
big brain.
Jess.
Wow.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, like I got 10 toes down. I got 2 feet down. I'm here for you, Tom.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with Chick. I don't like seeing people's feet.
I don't either.
In sandals.
I'm not.
Not a fan.
No. I have a foot thing. You know.
Yeah, but if I came in and went, hey, will you look at...
no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Guys' feet, yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I don't want to.
Unless you're sitting in a lawn chair in sand, don't wear sandals.
Yeah.
Just
If
don't.
Josh goes, I'm in this 10 toes. Josh, put some shoes on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And boy, I got raked over the coals for our shoe discussion last week, Al.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For what?
Remember I asked that guy about what kind of shoes he had. I thought they were really cool. And
First of all, you shouldn't do that to other men. Just don't do it. It makes them uncomfortable.
You think so?
It should make you uncomfortable.
it was in a locker room, so it may have come off wrong.
Which doesn't help, believe me.
And he told you they were called APLs?
Yeah, so I looked up that these looked really cool. Maybe I'll get a pair of these.
I see. I thought they looked okay too, and that just proves I'm not a shoe guy.
No,
because-
absolutely not. You guys, you picked the ugliest shoes.
And then
I've always been.
my shoe guy friend, Scott, immediately emails me from Los Angeles going, hey, those are great if you're a suburban housewife.
I would have had known it, but I've always I wear the shoes I wear now. Chick has bought me. He's bought me like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes.
I got tired of looking at them. I can't.
I know.
see
I do not know how to choose shoes.
So,
I'm terrible.
Al, what are the hip things on your feet these days?
I have on some loafers right now. But you know what? As I'm laughing, I just went on Temu, Christy, and I bought 2 pairs of just like knockoff Nikes. And it was the first time because I was like, I'm going to be walking around the house in these. I was like, I don't care. My kids are grown. My girl's here. I'm chilling. But I'm not trying to, I don't care. It was the first time I ever bought like non-name brand shoes when they came. it was like me opening up the gift to the second half of my life. And I was here for it.
Really?
Just nondescript dad shoes. I bought a black pair and a white pair because I'm inclusive.
Oh.
and I just walk around. They are some random Japanese company that just have, is one within reach. They just have like the actual like amount of pressure they can withstand. I'll send a picture immediately.
Okay.
But I cannot make fun of your shoes because my weird nondescript shoes came in. And it's weird, Tom? You just made me I meant to write it down as a word I was going to give you. But do you know what word at least was used for when you had on non-name brand shoes when I was growing up in the 80s? Do you know what those shoes?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Or?
What was it?
What you guys call nondescript shoes when you guys
Bobos?
were? I've heard Bobos. I've definitely heard Bobos. That's a legit guess.
Good job, Pat.
Bobos.
That's really good.
Yeah, we call them
I
Bobos.
never heard that.
Pennsylvania.
I'm wearing Bobos?
Yeah.
No, what's
Sneakers.
the word?
We called them buddies. I don't know why, but it's just like it was a real insult because back in the day, before everybody could get everything online, like if there were certain standards that people had. So like, oh, if you don't have on Nikes or Adidas or whatever, it was like, oh, Josh over there with those buddies.
Dude.
Like that could start a fight. That could escalate.
I was ruthlessly bullied for my shoes when I grew up.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe that's why you have a hard time picking
Was it
them
the
out.
high?
Probably.
Was it the high heels or the name brand?
There you go.
Josh is in therapy, and his therapist is just holding up different pairs of terrible tennis shoes. Like, how does this make you feel?
Well, didn't you
Don't
mention
close
once
your
that
eyes?
you grew up with a relatively kind of poor, and didn't you talk about getting generic jeans?
Everything was generic for us. Yeah, girl. Yeah, pretty much. So, I don't remember anything specific that you may be alluding to.
I remember talking about jeans one time, and they were the non-name brand.
Yeah, I always got non-name brand.
Wow.
We got everything from Sears or JCPenney, so if it wasn't theirs,
Do they call those butties?
No.
Butties.
Butties.
I see. Hey, Al, we'll be watching the Daily Blast live.
Hey, I love you guys.
All right.
I'll have those shoes for you next week.
Okay.
I wanna
Can't
see
wait
him.
to see them.
See you, Al.
Now, do you own any loafers?
I don't think I do.
Do you have any of the slip-on sneakers, like the Skechers?
I do have one pair of them.
Man, I saw Howie Long pushing those, and I was like, man, maybe that's the answer.
You don't have to bend down or nothing. You just slip your foot.
Oh, Ace's wearing them.
That's exactly. That's the road you're heading down.
Yeah, when the dogs have to go out right away, you don't have time to tie the shoes. You throw those babies on, and out you go.
Ace, show Chick your foot. Your barefoot.
Oh, God.
SimpliSafe. It's my home security system. It protects my compound. It should be yours. Experts and customers love SimpliSafe for its comprehensive protection. It was just named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report and recognized for best customer service and home security by Newsweek. Its advanced technology protects every room, window, and door of your home. High-def cameras inside and out, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. No long-term contract ever. You'll get the emergency response you need at about half the cost of traditional home security. And yes, it is easy to install it yourself, or you can have the professionals at SimpliSafe do it for you and test it out. With SimpliSafe's 60-day risk-free trial, you will love your system. And if you don't, you can return it for a full refund, easy peasy. Protect your home today and get peace of mind. And Bob and Tom Show listeners also get a special 20% off any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Read the reviews. They're great. Hey, real quick, we're going to be in Charleston, West Virginia, doing a special show Friday evening, April 5th.
Charleston.
With Willie G, Patty G, Josh, me, Christy. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Jeffrey Oskey, right? Mm-hmm. And the tickets for that go on sale any moment now. So it's at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. That morning, we're doing a free live radio show from the same location, thanks to Rock 105 WKLC. Hope to see you there. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-to-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Well, Christopher Walken.
The tribute to Christopher Walken.
Marsupials dog.
Designed by one of your fans.
Indeed, beautiful.
Christopher Walken, one of your main men.
Oh, yes, please. Every morning is good. When you're him. Celebrated a birthday this past week. Feel younger. Not sure how. Must be booze.
Could be.
Because it ain't the vegetables. I can tell you that.
And you met Christopher Walken long after you developed the impression,
Didn't you do the
right?
whole star ceremony with him on Hollywood Boulevard?
Bigger. He had his hands and feet and signature in the imprint of cement in front of the Chinese theater there.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, and they asked me to be one of the two speakers at this thing, and I'd never met him. And I was honored, and yet I couldn't help think, how far down the list did they have to go? Before you pick the guy
down to the peas
who impersonates it, right? In fact, deep into the peas.
That's way over half the alphabet, I think. Isn't it? Yeah,
I believe it is.
We got to D. De Niro. Can't make it.
So I show up to that thing, and they take me inside the theater where they had him before the ceremony out front, and I see him in the flesh for the first time, and he looks over and sees me, and he goes, "Hi! They told me you were coming. Thanks." And I'm thinking, he's doing the voice.
That's the best.
That's the best. It's way better than mine.
He's nailing it.
Yeah. But I did see him coming out of a party not too long ago in Los Angeles. I don't know if I told you guys this. When I was walking out of his house, they're standing at the end of the driveway alone. Was Christopher Walken. I hadn't seen him inside the party, but here he is, looking completely lost. I'm not sure why I was surprised at that. But so I told him to say, "Hey, Chris, everything right?" Stranded.
Stranded.
I've been searching for over an hour for the bastards who brought me. It's clear to me now. They're gone.
Oh, my God.
And my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who brings him to a party and says, "He's at the bar, let's go"?
They ditched him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I went to New York because at the time I was married, and, you know, you could work every night and stay home, and you try and work on the marriage. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You're married. It's not that I'm, like, bitter or anything. It's just I wish I could have rehearsed for living with someone that I was in love with. Different than even a regular roommate, because you move in, you're in love, and then the rules come out. Rules for the bathroom, the kitchen, the sweet and low. You know, it's like you get the feeling you don't get divorced because the thrill is gone. It's because you don't know how to stack the tapes right underneath the VCR. It's because you put the spoon in the fork slot of the silverware drawer after having been repeatedly worn. You know what I mean?
Daryl Hammond, disgruntled former husband, and New Yorker is our guest. You're a very well-dressed man. I can't notice
This is
that.
about a $27. Part of my new line of men's clothing for divorce guys called That's Clean.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it and very much curiosity is what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
In dog language.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
So let me explain what happened.
Got a letter.
I like to make him angry just before he has to talk.
Oh, that's good.
And then he can't respond because no one knows what we're talking about.
Hi, Tom.
It's an art form
It's
for
an art
you.
form, really.
Oh, that's for sure.
This is just for Tom.
It's like you shut us and then they close the plane door. But
this is from Shane. Does anyone get that anymore?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody should know Shane. You're not a Western fan.
Alan Ladd, right, Shane? Anyway, I just experienced myself a Tomism. I was talking to a guy about buying a used car, and I wanted to say I need to have my mechanic take a look, but the word mechanic was not coming to me, and much like Tom, I said, I need my car worker guy to take
That's what happens.
Yeah. Wanted to share.
That's why those are so joyful to hear about, because everybody has that.
Yeah. And this is from Laura. I'm at the gas station right now, and holy crap, I've turned into Tom. I came outside, grabbed a coffee and donut, and paying for gas. There's a gas tanker in front of my car right now. I'm freaking out. What do I do?
Don't light any matches.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm terrified.
You'll be all right, Laura. You got this.
Then one of those Brinks trucks slides into that and explodes.
Did you hear the other morning that Tom got pulled over by the police for running red lights?
I did.
It was one light.
He was hiding.
But
in
didn't
the
he
woods.
roll up and say, you've gone through a bunch of lights?
No, he said, I saw you go through that red light. I said, I'm trying to get into work, officer.
It sounds like he was very polite.
It does.
Courteous
Is that right?
It sounds like the cop
In my defense, this was like the only red light in all of New Mexico. There was like nothing there.
Yeah. Oh, I roll through lights at the time of morning we come in.
Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. I don't want to sit there for
scoff laws.
That's right. There are laws for a reason. What do we have?
Everybody acted like you. We would have an unlawful society.
That's right.
I think when you're
like me, half the people
Anarchy! Anarchy!
If everyone acted like me, half the people would want to leave our country, which would be fine with me, by the way. I'm sorry, where were we, Christy?
Well, we're going to go to Las Vegas for quite a few stories here. This is my Vegas hunk. Yeah. Transportation Security Administration is testing out self-service screening lanes at Harry Reid International Airport in Vegas.
Harry Reid, that name always makes me laugh.
This woman coming through has got a Harry Reid. Check her out.
The new security lanes, open only to pre-checked travelers, incorporate a screen with do-it-yourself instructions and little or no help from uniformed TSA officers.
Little or no help from TSA, so it's just like the TSA.
Travelers that was Josh. Travelers step into a clear glass body scanning booth with a video display inside showing them how to stand. A separate high-tech inspection system for luggage uses an automated bin return that sanitizes trays with germ-killing ultraviolet light between users.
TSA, if you want to try something new, I have 3 things you can try. Kindness, patience, and tolerance. Have you considered any of those things?
Have you considered working with us, people that are trying to go through there? It would drive me crazy, too.
No, they're way too rude for the amount of work
I
they
have
have
not
to do.
experienced any of that, ever.
I would like to know.
You're such a liar.
But you pay for the fancy walk.
Oh, yeah, I have the pre-check and everything.
Yeah, I do too.
I would like to know, are we ever going to decide if it's shoes on or shoes off?
It depends on if you're pre-checked.
It doesn't matter. They'll yell at you either way.
And if you're over 70, you don't have to wear your shoes.
And it depends on how big the airport
I just went through Denver, and that you didn't have to take your shoes off.
And it depends on how big your feet are.
Oh.
That'd be fair. I mean, I'm a size 12. That's enough C4 to take out a plane.
So nobody in your party had to take off their shoes?
Nope.
Do you think there's a foot fetish?
On the way there, yes.
yeah.
On the way back, no.
Do you think a foot fetish is out there going, for the feet he wants to see, ma'am, you have to take your shoes off. Sir, you can keep yours on. You're of a certain
I would
age.
like to have one suggestion. How about putting some hand sanitizer where people have to put their shoes back on?
Oh, they don't have that?
I'm just, I don't know.
That's a pretty good idea.
That gets a little dicey when you're down at the end and you've got to get your stuff.
You get a little pressured, don't you?
And there are people there, and all of a sudden you hear, you gotta get out of the way. Oh, God, I'm the old guy in front of people. Yeah.
And I'm not really in favor of raising prices too much, but if you're going to bring a 6 tacos and 3 burgers and a giant salad in your lap, don't sit near me, okay? And then it'd stink up the plane.
Well, how do they
spill
know
crap all over the plane? No, you shouldn't be able to bring food in a plane. Come
What?
on. It drives me crazy. No.
I was on an incredible streak a while. It's been a while ago now, but there were 4 or 5 flights in a row. Somebody brought in. It's a delicious product, a Subway chicken teriyaki. I know exactly what they smell like.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and I believe they're called Subway chicken onion teriyaki.
No, I
yeah, that is,
It smells like armpits.
man.
Sweet onion. Oh,
That's
man.
brutal.
So good.
That's a great sandwich, but it's not to be sat next to.
Yeah. Ma'am, I like your salad. How much ass is on that?
To be in an enclosed capsule.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. So it's a self-checking TSA.
A
That's.
screening at speed program being tried in Las Vegas before expanding to other cities.
Excuse me, officer. I have to do my own body cavity search. Do you have any gloves? I think I'm keystering some C4.
The technology sensitive enough to identify a forgotten handkerchief in a pocket.
Wow.
They equate it to like going through the self-service line at the grocery store, but yeah.
All right. But people are going to have fun.
Sure.
Hey, look, Susie, my genitals. You can see them right there. Impressive, huh?
I mean, they all but tell you we can see everything when you go through those ones where you have to put your arms up.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They're just back. It isn't fine.
No.
I think they hand select people for that too.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a guy going, make her go through.
Human nature has to come into this.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, Beavage. Blue shirt.
Aisle 3.
Blue shirt, line 6.
Tell old H Cup to get in there.
Yeah. The Bellagio Resort in Las Vegas paused its famous fountain show following a visit from a rare bird. According to social media, the Bellagio paused fountains as it worked with state wildlife officials to rescue a yellow-billed loon.
No, chick, you can do the yellow-billed loon.
That's the yellow-billed loon.
Found comfort on the resort's lake. Wildlife officials said they were alerted to the bird's presence by concerned birders and are currently monitoring the situation.
They turned
the fountains off. Yes, the yellow-billed loon is an international.
We came all the way from Canarsie, and there's no pussy bird.
If you worked the front desk of the Bellagio and a person, hi, I'm a concerned birder, wouldn't you go, get out? Leave my hotel.
You guys, the yellow-billed loon is considered to be one of the 10 rarest birds that regularly breed on the mainland United States.
Doesn't the Lake Bellagio water kill it? I mean, I would think it's like 90% proof.
Yeah.
90 proof hooker juice.
Hooker juice.
I like those fountains. I watch them.
I watch them. It's fun. Yeah.
They go this way.
Nice music. Yeah.
You know, prostitution isn't legal in Clark County. You know that.
Right. It's technically illegal in Vegas. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure that there are professional sex workers that are still working in Clark County.
I don't
discreetly.
It would be against the law. Don't you understand?
You're talking to a man who runs red lights.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
How do you
He
explain?
has no laws.
How do you explain how all that hooker juice gets in the Bellagio pond?
Well, there you have me stumped there. I have no idea.
Hooker juice.
Yeah, will you stop saying that?
Oh yeah. Prostitute juice.
So sorry.
Prostitute.
Yeah.
Prostitute.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Now comes in a little cardboard box with a straw in the
Strumpet moisture. When we come back, we have more exciting things to get to.
Yeah, including another Vegas story, and this one involves a scorpion and testicles.
Oh, no.
I'm taking the scorpion.
This can't be good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
We have to do a little stunt here. We're going to try something. Chick McGee. We have a news story about a woman that
Tried to steal a case of beer between her legs
in a grocery store in
Did you see that?
Zachary, Louisiana.
In Chick's defense, this is bigger than a case.
Now,
Well,
Chick
you know, we have some Keystone Light there. And
Chick
it's
is putting on a
it's a 30-pack.
It is a 30-pack.
I've noticed that. So that's six more than what she was trying to steal.
Well,
that is one great-looking dress, Chick.
Where'd you get that?
This
you know
is
what you
a,
need? One of those magic turbans that the ladies would wear.
You mean the turby?
Is that what it was called?
It's called the turby, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have one of those at home. I could have brought it in for you.
Oh, look
if you had
at
that,
you.
you'd look like a Chick has the muumuu on.
Is that
Go ahead.
A Chick is removing his trousers because they were holding back on the.
a little too much. A little too much.
Too much.
Okay, so you're leaving your underpants on because that's kind of see-through. We don't want to scare anybody. All right.
Look at that. No, we don't scare anybody.
Yesterday.
Do you want to try the 12-pack first of soda? Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Now you're
12-pack.
nonchalantly walking through a convenience store.
Okay. You reach over, you cram the 12-pack between your legs.
And then you
try walking.
Oh.
No.
Oh, a little easier without the pants, isn't it, Chick? Yeah. He's
That's how she was walking.
Oh, I know. Look at that.
You're walking real slow,
That
short
is
steps.
exactly what she
Look like
for me today.
you look like you're trying to hold back some kind of bowel
Yeah,
eruption.
can I get the door for you, ma'am?
I'll have a little trouble.
I can see that.
Could
let
you
me help you out?
Thank you.
Once again,
You
this
look
is
a little like an old lady.
This is from Zachary,
Now, how long
Louisiana.
could you? That's
Can't see the 12-pack.
That's a 12. See,
Wow.
you should have gone with the 12er.
A lovely day. Thank you.
Now, could you make
That's
it?
a magic
Could you make
trick.
it to your car? Do you think?
Wow.
Say there are no stairs. Say there are no stairs, and you can make it right to your car.
It's starting to chafe.
Is it?
Okay.
Well, you know what?
I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Okay, well try removing the 12-pack. Let's
Okay.
try to go with the case.
Oh.
Is the case of beer cold or is it
I'm not
warm?
stealing anything. Whoops. Well, that's interesting.
Hey, it looks like your water broke.
Okay, now once again, we're trying to duplicate a robbery here.
Now this is going to be a challenge because this actually is that is heavier.
That's a
30 of
30
Keystone
pack
Light.
of Keystone
And
Light.
that's probably. Well, I'll bet it's darn close to
30 pounds.
30
Chick is
pounds.
shoving it between his. By the way, I need to say this: the muumuu is courtesy of Dean's Aunt Rosetta.
Aunt Rosetta, wow.
Chick has bent over. He's cramming the 30-pack between his legs. Try walking.
I just saw that. Oh,
Walk over to the microphone over there.
What else you want me to do?
You're doing okay.
Jackson.
Ow. Oh, man. Yeah, see.
Can't do it. It's too heavy.
Okay.
It's too heavy. I think it's too wide.
You think
because,
you could do 24?
She had the narrow.
Yeah.
She had the 12-pack of cans.
The nice thing about the Keystone Light there, it's
more like a
30, big and wide.
like a cube.
6 heavier.
Yeah,
But
well, of course it is.
You have to hand it to her, though, for not just grabbing a 6-pack and going for it. She went all the way.
Right.
By going for the
24
can pack.
I can't tell you how striking you are in that outfit.
Yes, you have to watch our TV show just to see it.
It smells womany.
Smells old.
Well, again.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Christy, I don't know if you've seen this, but it says, this is from the science editor, Stefan Anitie. The headline is 10 minutes of staring at boobs daily prolongs man's life by 5 years.
I'm going to live forever.
Now, according to this news account, this says 10 minutes of staring at the charms of a well-endowed female is equivalent to a 30-minute aerobic workout, according to Dr. Karen Weatherby.
Well, you get one arm working out.
Men aged 40 or over should spend at least 10 minutes a day admiring breasts size D cup or larger.
Oh, there's a requirement.
This is from FARC. I have to tell you,
There is qualification.
I am a little
All right,
skeptical.
that's funny.
First of all, the headline should be Bob Kavoyan lives forever. What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was?
Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful thing.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Assistance from AAA.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there in the performance room. Get a song this time,
Whatever
Pat?
you want.
No kidding?
Whatever you need.
All right.
I'm here for
I
you.
like that. There's Jess Hooker. She's here.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold. Blah. There's Ace Cosby.
Everything was that.
That's why we get all the big awards. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We have
Hello,
Ms.
Tom.
Hooker in here. She is our
fresh off pork belly preparation.
Our cooker, and I don't know if did you hear the
pork belly?
The big story about that for Patty G. They now Oscar Meyer is releasing plant-based hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
What are they calling them? Not
With the Not Company, the no hot dogs and no sausages available in. No, it's the not hot dogs and not sausages in bratwurst and Italian sausage flavors.
Yeah.
We'll have to try them.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad there's choices out there for folks.
And my thought is this is serious. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
I think they should make an electric Wienermobile that would kind of go hand in hand with that.
There you go.
And I'd like to see that. It'd be fun.
Yeah. On theme. Yeah.
Keep it on theme. Do you want to hear their new jingle?
I do.
Oh, hey, Pat, do you remember the jingle that you created for
our brand new duet?
Yeah. I'll have to see. Wait. Hang on a minute. I got to see.
Try to leave those two words out that you used earlier, okay?
Which ones?
We know. You know.
Well, this is the famous Oscar Meyer company, and
I'm so nervous.
we brought in.
Don't be. The damage has been done.
Singer Adolf Gulpenschlangen.
Let's not even go with Adolf.
What are you doing? Just sing the jingle.
I think it's Gulpendonger.
Okay. Well, it depends. That's if you're in northern Germany.
How about helmet? How about that?
Oh, yeah. I like that, yeah.
Helmet instead of Adolf.
Helmet purplum. Vegan hot dog.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Pat.
They finally made an Oscar Meyer wiener. A veggie hot dog, perfect just for me.
So eat it with some sauerkraut and mustard because you're that vegan pussy, Patty G.
No need to call me.
No, there really is no.
Don't blame me. That was Oscar Schlangeneten, whatever his name was.
No, Helmut.
Gulpendongen. Gulpenkaken.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
That's
the more
better.
he talks, the more trouble we get.
You are irresponsible.
Yes.
Everybody forgot you screamed Zig Heil earlier.
Thanks for reminding us.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I guess I can see where that.
You've now officially said it more times than me.
At a meeting today.
Which one, Zig Heil?
Now, Miss Hooker, were you? Have you ever been in the Wienermobile?
No.
Oh yeah, we've driven it.
That's the no.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
I've looked around.
I have
looked
driven
around inside. You could camp out in there.
It's huge, right?
Yeah.
And it's by the way, it is an automatic transmission.
Of course.
The corn dog mobile's a stick.
Stick shift.
Jokes.
That did not get the hilarious guffaw that it deserved.
It did.
I like
it. Did the first 60 times.
It's a stick.
Maybe we need a lesson on jokes.
Oh, Christy, I will slap you in the face.
I'm going to run over her with a car.
You're so close.
And then back up and run over again.
You guys didn't know this, but I used to work in the circus.
We knew it. Thanks, Ace. Anyway.
I was a human cannonball.
Really?
Until they fired me.
That one hurt.
I like that. I like that.
That's all the time we have.
I like that very much, Ace. That's one of my favorite things.
You
What?
like that?
I love
The
watching
human
it.
cannonball?
Yeah. It's so cool. By the way, they don't.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
There's
They
a
do?
trick.
I didn't think they did that.
You know, there's a trick to it.
Yeah, they don't really use dynamite.
No, of course not.
They just pump you out, or they'd shoot you out. But
They pump you out. Tom.
Okay.
remember the one a couple years ago? The guy in England missed the net.
Yeah, it killed him.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
what could kill you.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. That's
I thought they
not
were
funny.
like trained acrobats, right? Like they know what they're doing.
Well, you got to set
Well,
it.
that helps.
Well, you got to set the net properly.
Well, that's true. That wasn't his job.
That guy's he was destroyed. Too.
Yeah.
Did you know they had to?
Is that right?
This is a British man, you understand?
Oh, sure, yeah.
And they to identify his body, they needed his dental records, but since he was British, there were none.
You knew he would love that.
I knew exactly who my audience was.
Yeah, you were talking right to it.
No, seriously, they set up the net, and the guy missed it.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think the guy missed the net. The net missed him.
Well,
he didn't.
No.
somebody missed something.
He didn't move.
I bet his family misses him.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. So.
Yeah, you've worn off on me. I was watching Jeopardy last night. Were you watching Jeopardy last night?
No, I find it too easy.
Oh, last night's
I
was
do too,
tough. Because they're in the Tournament of
I
Champions.
get bored. I get real bored.
And the guy that won like $37,000, boy, he needed some new teeth.
all that just for a judgment.
He needed some new teeth.
Well, I felt so bad because I felt, the Tom is really wearing off on me.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm judging this really smart guy by his teeth.
I'll take faux furry for 30, Alex.
Is he on tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a returning
He
champion?
qualified. Yeah,
Well,
he's in the
watch him now.
semifinals.
I love this because
Attractive man.
the ratings are going to spike for some reason tonight, and they're not going to be able to figure it
Hey,
out.
Honey Chompers is on.
Yeah, he's out of season. He's got summer teeth. Some are there, and most of them are missing.
Most of them were crooked.
Isn't that Wilco, Summer Teeth? That's a great album.
Oh, my gosh.
Great album.
Well, anyway, Oscar Meyer, when these come out, they're going to be at Expo West, whatever that is.
When's the last time you had a wiener? A hot dog?
Last
I'm
night.
talking...
No, 2 nights ago.
Sunday.
night.
Yeah, Sunday.
I'm talking a wiener, a bun, relish, the whole deal.
No, 2 nights ago, we made those things with, you take the, those...
Crescent rolls.
The crescent rolls, you whack them on the side
Pigs
of
in
the
the
thing.
blanket.
Yeah, we made those.
Do you put cheese inside them?
What are you doing? You're whacking something on the...
You take that,
You whack a wiener
it comes in a tube.
The biscuit. He's talking about
tube.
biscuits in a
Crescent
tube,
rolls.
guys.
They're crescent rolls.
You whack it in the side of your kitchen wall and whatever.
We had Chicago dogs on Sunday.
Chicago dogs.
Chicago dog?
From the...
no, just a hot dog. It's the style. You have tomatoes and sports peppers and
they put
celery
everything on
seed.
there in Chicago except ketchup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
He doesn't like
Do you
it.
actually
Love hot
No,
dogs.
it's just they put... I don't need a tomato slice on my hot dog.
I know it is
I don't
odd.
need-
I'm surprised you eat hot dogs in your house.
Oh, these are those organic.
Oh, okay.
They're
I was
very
gonna say,
specific.
They
yeah.
have pictures of the pigs and their parents signed off on them. They won, and they're 97% anus free.
Remember the Portlandia where Carrie and Fred are, can you tell us about the chicken? And the waitress goes, well, the chicken was raised and cage-free in the woods right over here. And she goes on for like a half hour.
Those are delicious, though.
I love those. We had those as kids, but my mom would slice that hot dog and then put pieces of cheddar cheese in there and then wrap them up and bake them. Oh, it's good.
I like my dogs clean.
Really? No cheese?
No cheese, no nothing.
No bun?
No,
No
mustard.
cheddar?
No ketchup, no mustard. No, I like a bun, or in this case, the rolled up
Right.
pastry.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good.
That's not a hot dog.
The rolled up
Yeah, you're
pastry.
talking classic dog.
I purposely said a hot dog
Yeah, no, and
with
I
a
had
bun
one-
because
What about
I
a
knew
stadium dog?
you'd have some weird ass banging your tube
I
on the
just
side
had
of
one.
it.
Where was I? Was it the Kiss concert? Is that where they had him?
Yeah.
At the Kiss concert. Ace
Oh,
and
there
I,
you go.
Ace and I went to the Kiss concert.
Did Ace go get you a hot dog?
And I told you I had a dog Monday morning. That was my breakfast.
Did you
didn't-
notice anything funny
Breakfast of
tasting
champions.
about the hot dog?
I got it myself.
You
and
saw him in the fridge. I did.
Didn't ask
There's
Ace.
hot dogs in the fridge?
The good kind.
Oh.
There are?
Anyway, so as soon as these veggie hot dogs become available, we'll try them.
Yeah, we will.
And it's called, you'd think they'd call it the not dog, but it's called the not hot dog.
Not hot dog.
Okay.
The way, historically, I understand that this particular ilk should be called not buying this.
Yeah.
I don't think this stuff is going over real well.
Maybe not dog doesn't sell well in Korea.
Yeah.
So they're thinking internationally.
Should they try harder to come up with their own, how am I going to say this so you'll understand me, their own specific dish that is plant-based instead of trying to mimic?
I think so.
steaks and
I know
hamburgers?
what
It's called vegetables and fruit. That's what it is. Yeah.
So you like, I like the.
I don't think so, chick.
I know
like
what
the
you're
portobello mushroom sandwich.
Sure.
That's,
Right.
I
That's
find that
good.
much better than any.
Because it's not
gotcha.
imitation food.
Than
It's,
Right.
yeah,
It's
any
real food.
hamburger,
Yeah.
it's faux hamburger.
Yeah.
Anything that people need to enjoy themselves and stay healthy or whatever's good for their bodies, I say is fine.
There
We
you
can
go.
make a movie, Josh.
What movie would you like to make?
It'll be the Meat Cute, except it'll be M-E-A-T.
I would like to find out the real story behind you and who told you about meat.
I have a guess.
Time now to
kill you both.
find out the best way to listen to this show.
Raycon earbuds, baby. Amazing audio quality at around half the price of other premium audio brands. Don't believe me, huh? Would I lie to you? Of course not. And you can check online. They have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. And Raycon's optimized gel tips designed to fit every ear ever made. And when they go in your ear, they stay there. Whether you're out walking the dog or chatting on the phone, running on the treadmill, Raycons stay in place. Plus, Raycon's seamless Bluetooth syncing, 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. You don't have to worry about whether they're up for the task. They are, baby. And easy-to-use earbud tap functions, noise isolation, also an awareness mode. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and take advantage of the deal we got for you. 20% off your Raycon order, plus free shipping. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And 10,001 reviews that are positive, because I'm giving them one, too. Love the Raycon earbuds. Thank you very much. 20% off. They're already half the price of those other ones. They're a great deal. Also, I love their full headphones. Love them for the kids if you're going on a spring break. Trust me on this. Get them some of those Raycon earphones. They're not going to be in the back seat going, "Are we there yet, Dad?" Now, when we come back...
What the hell was that?
Just let him go.
That was a frustrated driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm going. That's why I'm speeding, officer. These kids are driving me crazy. But when we come back, we have Stingray news. Not the cool car, but the stingrays that are floating and stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to...
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or D, come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there! Any changes you'd like to make in the world right now?
I gotta tell you. Okay, first of all, as you guys know, I drive a Cadillac. And if you don't know, Cadillac is kind of considered the Mercedes of cars. And
So I've heard. Yeah.
It's a real big car, and it goes real fast, and I can't always follow all the rules of the road. Okay. So I'm barreling down the street, and I guess the light was red. Who can tell at that speed?
Yeah.
And I got the photo ticket.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never gotten what it is you're going through the intersection, then there's a flashlight, and you think, I hit 88. I'm going back in time, right? You know, finally a chance to go try to break up my parents before they can get together at the child abandonment under the sea dance.
That seems negative.
Oh, boy.
But it's not that at all. Mike, they're not. The police aren't even going to work anymore. They're just setting up a camera and calling it good. They're paparazzi. I don't blame them. I don't blame all the laws that they're supposed to. You get in your car, you got to wear a seatbelt. Why do you wear a seatbelt? Because it's the right thing to do? No, because the man tells you have to.
That's right.
Click it or ticket, jackass. Right? Because your government is very, very concerned about your health and safety, and they always have been. And if you got a kid, they're really concerned about your kid's health and safety. Because if you got a kid, you got to put the kid in the car seat, then put him in the back seat. Then there's a wreck, and the airbags come out, and the good ones, they jettison the car seat from the car. Then a parachute comes out, and the kid gently floats to the ground like the beginning of I Dream of Jeannie, because the government is very, very concerned about your children's health and safety, and seatbelts are a big part of that. Really? Ever seen a school bus?
Yeah.
The only seatbelt there goes around the 50-year-old parolee driving the damn thing. That dude's strapped in like he's going to lethal injection. Meanwhile, the kids are in the back flying around like lottery balls. No. Your government does not make you put on a seatbelt to protect you. They make you put on a seatbelt to control you. They make you put on a seatbelt because it's the only tangible way they can physically tie you up during the day. How about click it or take responsibility for your own health and safety, because this is America and not some fascist regime. What are you saying, Og? You saying you're against seatbelts? You're damn right I'm against seatbelts.
It turns and sways.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What? There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Yeah. Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr. Success. That's Greg Hahn.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more
yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Really big show. Here's Tom Griswold.
We were talking about speeding tickets, scofflaws, et cetera, et cetera.
And running red lights.
Yes. Josh was denying the airplane ticket.
You know,
I still do.
I had to go to speeding school. I got like 3 speeding tickets in like 3.5 weeks or something, and they send you off to school.
Oh, Leadfoot.
Yeah.
Have you had any class reunions?
No, oddly enough, no.
Do you sit in a classroom or could you do it online?
Yeah, no.
Do you get a certificate at the end at least?
Yeah, and they...
mortarboard, little ceremony.
That's right. And there was a big dance at the end, yeah.
Oh.
It's just like Grease.
Stephen.
I can't talk to you.
Is an attorney at law. And he writes, when I was in college, we used to go to the Florida Keys for spring break.
All right.
We'd camp out at the Seahorse Campground on Big Pine Key. It was great.
Oh, it's a great area.
The bad news, from where we were, when you hit Florida, you weren't even halfway there.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
no kidding.
Sure. So we took liberties with the speed limit.
Uh-huh.
On one trip, it was my turn to drive right when we got to the Florida line. First thing I saw was a sign saying, speed limit enforced by aircraft. I remember saying to my friends, this is a bunch of BS. 3 hours later, we came over a rise in the highway, and there were about 100 cop cars pulling over cars by the dozen, including ours. I rolled down the window, and the trooper said, pilot clocked you at 88. The speed limit at the time was 55.
Ooh.
There you go.
No, I know. I had the same thing, a very similar thing happen. But I wanted to go prove it. I want to see a picture of the speedometer or whatever the hell.
However they did it.
The radar that they did it. Because you cannot prove that you did it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'd be happy to after they put you in a jail cell for about 3 days.
That was the thing. I didn't want to have to drive back to wherever Iowa I was.
That's where they got you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But were you breaking the law?
I was speeding so much. Which is another.
But you want some proof.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now, on a different note.
I don't blame you.
Christy, you mentioned that you had a story
sir.
about not the band, the Scorpions, but...
no, a California man claims he was stung in the testicles by a scorpion while
that's what he's telling his wife.
sleeping at a Las Vegas strip resort.
Your scorpions wear purple lipstick, do they?
That's interesting.
Mr. Michael Farchi.
Oh, come on with that.
That's not a name.
How does he spell it?
Farchi.
Here comes old
It's
Farchi.
either Farchi or Farky, right?
Either way, let's go with Farchi.
Farky. I like Farky.
Michael Farchi of Agora Hills said he woke up in excruciating pain and discovered a scorpion hanging on his underwear. KLAS.
La 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 la.
Our class act reports that Farchi
There you go.
and his family filed an incident report and checked out early from the hotel the following day. He is now taking legal action against the resort over said incident.
Well,
how can the resort be responsible?
Scorpions get in.
Sure.
Sounds like something you do.
Sue because you got. No, I'd sue the scorpion.
You better lawyer
I want
up.
to see a scorpion on the stand and a little scorpion family hoping for the best in the.
They have those little pinchers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll pinch you.
Yeah.
Do they bite or just pinch?
No, there's
They'll
a
pinch and
stinger.
Sting. They sting you.
There's a stinger on the end of their
tail. They go.
They pinch you so you can't move, and then the stinger goes. Wow.
Yeah.
And then they have giant mandibles that bite into your skin.
They can do that.
I saw an interview with the guy.
They're arachnids.
And they had a picture of his boxer briefs and the dead scorpion on them. How would it get up if you're wearing those?
Boxer
briefs? He could crawl in there easy.
Yeah, the same way they'd get into dirt. Like they just...
it could also sting through the boxers, right?
I would think.
Sure.
It could go through the fabric.
Sure.
Well, don't you generally take your genitalia out of the slot there so they
let
can
them breathe?
They can breathe.
While you sleep.
Well, Josh and I sleep naked. So.
Oh, yes, we do.
Together?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Now we have more police weighing in.
What? I thought you said
we have more police wang. Hey, check out this police wang. Officer, do you have to do that?
That's what I thought you said.
You think police wang were sending you letters before?
Yeah.
I love those men in blue.
I can't read. Police weighing in.
Thank you.
On the speeding talk. I had mentioned earlier.
Speeding.
Do cops get a kick out of the bumper stickers?
Oh, okay.
You know, they go up to some guy and he's got... Because you see those cards, it's like tattoos.
Sure.
You get one, all of a sudden you want 40, and then you get behind the guy. And he's
Tell
got
me
the
about it.
World peace and the bear and all that other stuff.
Hikers.
Yeah, I like when they have conflicting bumper stickers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can tell that sometimes mom drives the car.
Coexist next to kiss my ass.
Yeah. This is from a deputy sheriff who will remain nameless. After 29 years of stopping cars, I found that the number of bumper stickers on a given vehicle is inversely proportional to the driver's IQ.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see that and I just go, you don't care at all about resale?
Yeah.
You know, you're not worried whatsoever about trading this in?
But I do find myself tailgating just so I can read them sometimes.
Well, that's, again, you're just...
yeah.
When
When was the last time you
hear
put a
that
bumper
shit?
sticker on your car?
Oh,
You
never,
ever?
never.
What's the matter? Who are you
high
mad at
school?
now?
Yeah.
He's tailgating. He tailgates cars so we can read their
Read the
bumper
bumper
stickers.
stickers.
Is that right? What about that seems reasonable to you?
Nothing. I understand. Well, you typically, if they're at a stopped light, and I'll pull, what does that say?
And you
You know-
speed up.
This is something embarrassing, that Dave Matthews dancing girl thing.
Yeah.
I did not know what that was till last year. I swore, I thought, boy, there are a lot of people dancing in this country. I mean, everywhere I go, they all go to the same studio. What is going on?
Yeah.
Man.
For so long, and there may be a joke here for one of you, I didn't know what the 22.1 or whatever the hell.
Oh, the
or
half
12
marathon.
Yeah, I didn't know what any
people.
of those. I was like, what are those for?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the
26
fish was.
and a 13.
The Jesus fish?
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
heathen.
yeah.
I didn't know what the palm tree was with it's North Carolina or South Carolina. It's one of it's on their flag, I think.
Oh, the
it's
palm tree?
like
The
a
palm
moon?
tree, with the
Yeah.
little
Moon.
sun
Yes,
or moon
the
or something.
Yeah. I didn't know what that one was.
Yeah. There are these hidden.
Yeah, I don't know any of them.
You've never. I know
need
you've
is there
never
like a
put a
code
bumper
book?
sticker on. Yeah.
What they're,
I don't know what the rebel flag is on the back of some cars. I don't understand.
What the hell?
Hey, a new experience at Zoo Tampa allows visitors to swim with stingrays.
Zoom Tampa.
Zoo Tampa.
Okay, sorry.
swim with stingrays.
WFLA
Again with this.
reports. I don't write this. You know that. Reports that Stingray Shores offers visitors the opportunity to get into a 30,000-gallon stingray touch pool and learn more about the aquatic animals.
Aren't they the ones that took out that guy?
Well, that
Steve Irwin?
particular.
I had a touch pool in my backyard, but the HOA said I had to get rid of it.
A touch pool?
Come on in.
Was it just you there in the pool?
Get into my touch pool.
And then what did you tell? Come on over and touch me?
You've been touched. There you go.
Oh, and you touched as well.
And now you touch.
Did we get to the story?
In answer to your question,
We
Chick.
get the joke. Can you imagine?
In answer to your question, Chick.
Yeah.
Zoo Tampa Supervisor of Aquatics and Life Support, Katie King, said stingrays do have barbs, but they are much like fingernails and can be trimmed off for safety.
We don't do that, but they could be.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
She hopes the new experience will help combat the stigma against stingrays.
Tell that to Mama Irwin, huh?
Tickets for the 20-minute session cost about $60.
We have a shark pool at our
Yep,
zoo.
we do.
You can pet 'em.
You can pet them.
And they have stingrays in them now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have.
I like petting those too.
I do too. I like how it feels.
I've walked in the ocean where they have all the stingrays and they feed them. But the thing is, you have to shuffle.
Yes,
You
don't
get-
pick
it's-
up. Step on
Don't
one.
pick up your feet.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Why?
Because if you step on them, then they're going to
They
get mad
could
and
sting.
bad things happen.
I was just at the beach wading through the water, and a giant one swam right by me. It was awesome.
I bet that was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
It was one of those huge manta rays.
That's what happened, huh?
Why would I make that up? What would I have to gain?
To be the big manta ray guy.
Nah.
There he goes.
Well, you got a manta ray story. What do you hear this?
He was on the beach. A big manta ray swam right by him. He was non-plush.
You want to tell our stingray story?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Pat
We had a
Beach?
friend of ours who was a professional football player in the NFL.
To be fair, not a very good one. But go ahead.
He was a great player, a nice guy. He was wading in the inland waterway.
Off the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, the wading is the hardest part. Yeah. Yes, the swimming's easy. Anyways, he was out there, and he thought he saw a bunch of porpoises.
Dolphins. Yes.
So he walked deeper into the water. And then it turned out that they were all stingrays. He had never high-stepped like that he was booking out of that water.
There were hundreds of them. It was.
Were you guys there?
Yeah,
we were on the air. It was
great.
unbelievable.
You know what a group of stingrays is called?
What?
Many, many stingrays.
A vet of stingrays.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Very good.
Yeah.
Thai officials arrested 6 Indian nationals at Bangkok's International Airport for attempting to smuggle a red panda.
No, but they couldn't do anything about it because it was Thai. It was tied up. See, it was tied.
No, there's not a joke there.
No, nothing.
No.
Sorry, Bodart.
Oh my God!
He's getting you back for stingray.
The ultimate insult.
I take it all back about you. I love your manta ray story.
To smuggle a red panda and dozens of other animals out of the country. Authorities said snakes, parrots, and monitor lizards were among 87 animals seized at the airport after they were allegedly discovered in the suspects' checked luggage
Don't
as
you
they
see
tried to
the
fly to Mumbai.
Monitor lizards with a clipboard and reading.
You can go.
Got your pass?
Reading glasses.
The Thai Customs Department released photos showing the poor little endangered red panda stuffed inside a basket.
Are these the things that look more like foxes?
Yes.
They stand up on their legs all the time. They're adorable.
They are adorable.
Yeah.
While a parrot was shut in a plastic container, the 6 individuals face a maximum of 10 years in prison. That's a
People
horrible
are upset
story.
about it, but if their plane had crashed in the Andes, they would have been happy to have them there.
Oh.
Hey, look, somebody brought their dinner.
Yes.
Anybody got a lighter?
Would you eat parrot? You wouldn't eat.
If you
a
were
parrot.
hungry
They
enough.
make a lot of squawk, as they say in the movie My Favorite Year.
I don't know if I do that again or not.
Meatloaf
You ate
Man?
parrot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the,
Is that the same day as the stingray and the manta?
How would the panda
hell of a day.
not die in the luggage?
I don't know. That's a big gamble.
You
I don't
put
know
a
what they
little,
were doing.
Oxygen mask on them so it can breathe.
It's the saddest thing ever.
Yeah, that's terrible. Okay.
On a much lighter note, police in New Jersey are searching for a guy who dunked his head into a store's barrel of pickles. The Philadelphia Inquirer reports the incident occurred at a Heritage's convenience store in Gloucester County.
I bet you this. You won't dunk your head in that pickle barrel.
all right, you are wrong.
All right.
Glassboro police said the suspect, who was caught on security cameras, was apparently videoing the incident himself with his cell phone, probably for quote-unquote likes.
Put his whole head in the thing?
Yeah, the stunt meant store employees were forced to remove the entire bin from sale.
On the top of his body head, not his penis.
No, I understand. What? No, it's like he's bobbing for pickles, essentially.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if he goes to prison, that's going to be. You like bobbing for pickles, do you? Well, here, my name's Bob. This is my pickle.
Authorities are withholding the video to prevent the man from getting more attention than he deserves.
Yes.
But they hope someone does come forward to identify him.
It's like an old grandma saying, well, he got his head caught in the pickle barrel.
Yes, he did.
And he certainly got more attention than he deserved.
That's right.
Okay.
Really showed his ass.
He sure did. Yeah. Well, you sure showed your ass, didn't you?
I love that expression.
Gherkin off again.
Gherkin off. Look at him. He's so happy.
It's a real deal.
Oh, real deal.
He does this a lot. It is one of his bread and butters. Certainly.
Certainly.
He's a crispy cuke, that one.
Hey, parts of suburban Salt Lake City were blanketed with tumbleweeds over the weekend. Crews continued to plow, load, and haul away carcasses of twisted and dried tumbleweeds from neighborhoods in South Jordan, Utah, 4 days after scores of the beach ball-sized plants were bounced in by heavy winds.
Did you know that these are not native to the United States?
What's the story there?
We're going to find out.
Oh, this is super interesting.
Mayor Dawn Ramsey said some streets were completely blocked by the weeds. Cleanup efforts were nearly complete after 13 dumpster loads of tumbleweed had been taken to a landfill. According to a tumbleweed abatement program through the Los Angeles County Department of Agriculture.
Is that right?
The Russian thistle and other plants like it are native to southeastern Russia and western Serbia. They are believed to have been introduced into the U.S. by Russian immigrants as a containment in flaxseed.
That's wild.
A containment, rather, in flaxseed. So when they brought the flaxseed over, apparently they were seeds for this stuff.
Gotcha.
They start out as live green plants, soak up rainwater and grow, but as the soil dries, the thistle dies and detaches from the root. Thus, you get a tumbleweed.
Because when you think of tumbleweed, you think of
the Old West.
Western movies.
Right.
You don't think of the Ruskies.
They can get big.
Yeah.
Well, Tex, I think it's the Ruskies.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let's go get them.
We got these tumbleweed skis.
You got a boat?
That's right. We got to make more missiles so we can get them.
Yeah. This'll get them. Get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Thistle. See,
I think that's funnier than I should.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
This'll get them.
Like a rolling thistles.
I always get excited when I see one.
I do too.
Look at that, a tumbleweed.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild.
Oh, it's a thrill.
In Texas?
Yeah. It's a real thrill.
Oh,
I saw him when I was leaving Mount Rushmore. Yeah, that's where.
Here's
First
a
time.
picture of one.
Yeah.
I saw
This
them
is
in
a place?
Austin.
I think there's like an Outer Limits where their tumbleweeds are actually aliens, and they. Yeah, it's a weaker episode. I'll be honest.
This is a picture. Is this a Paharum, Parum, Nevada?
Sure. Yeah.
Pahrump, Nevada. Yeah, that's there was a reality television show on HBO about the Pahrump TV station there.
There was?
It was pretty good.
Is the Twin City Little Drummer Boy Nevada?
Oh, rum bum bum bum.
What a weird name for a town.
I didn't get a parump out of you.
Right now, what you're going to get out of me is the word about BetterHelp. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. And BetterHelp is all about getting your head clear and maybe finding out what is valuable to you in your life. How about that? You got some free time. Maybe it's time to squeeze in something that's good for you in your head. And therapy can really help you there. It can help you learn what makes you happy. And BetterHelp is taking contemporary technology, taking advantage of it in a simple but perfect way because the therapy is done online. More than 25,000 participating therapists. What you do is you take a little questionnaire, you fill it out, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime if you want. And the interesting thing is the therapy itself is done online. So you don't have to get in the car, leave the office, drive to some other place. That's not necessary because you're doing it online, and you can do it while conversing with a therapist like on the phone or as if you're doing a Zoom call or a FaceTime call or even just texting back and forth. It's all about what works for you. It's about convenience. And at the same time, the serious business of mental health. Check it out by going to BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. By the way, the /BT Show part will get you 10% off your first month. So once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp at BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up today in history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
About the way you look. You've got a nice suit on.
Yes, it looks very good this morning.
Bob Zaney, would you rather have a complete set of removable dentures or a full set of fang-shaped teeth?
And I'm assuming the fang-shaped teeth aren't removable?
Are permanent.
Yeah, they're permanent. In other words, your real smile would be
I'd rather
fangs.
have dentures.
Yeah.
I'll go the fangs because I'll tell you why. My teeth don't show when I smile.
Let's see.
It's not natural. My whole childhood was my dad going, show your teeth, like that. I look like I'm trying to poop. In every childhood photo. They just don't show, so it won't really matter if they're fangs. Okay?
I gotta see some of those.
Yeah. I swear to God, my dad, show your teeth, Bobby.
It does look like you're trying to once again drop a deuce.
I'm sorry, should I say drop a deuce?
I want to see those photos.
Wow, you're right, though. You can't see your teeth.
Look at little Bobby.
I know.
There he is.
The one that really sticks in my mind, we were at the Wax Museum in Buena Park.
Sure.
Right next to Knott's Berry
by
Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, yeah.
And we get our picture taken, I think it's with Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
So you get your photos, and it's the whole family, and I'm like,
yeah,
in front with Frankenstein.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. Mm-hmm. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. Mm-hmm. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
Use Mr. Béchon. She won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific answer. Mr. Béchon. Why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon. It's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Meet Greg Hahn.
I play golf.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of golf. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder that? 13 feet! I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport, because if you yell 4, you get to hit people with your ball. That's nice. People with houses on the golf course, they're always complaining, you know, if you bounce the ball off their roof. They should shut up and wear a helmet, because I am playing through, buddy. I'm hitting patio furniture, bird feeders, I'm picking up cable. I'm not afraid to take a divot. They call me the farmer.
I can't stand the endorsements that come after that, because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes, because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I've got bad and worse news for Josh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, coming up here from an email.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh.
Care to get to this? Remember, what did you say? You got a speeding ticket from an airplane, is that right?
That's what the person claimed, yeah, that the plane got me.
Well, wait till you
proof.
Get a load of this explanation. You'll go, oh, my God. They can. Good morning, fellows, and Christy and Jess. My name's Charlie. I'm a truck driver. I want to inform Josh that the airplane clocks you from up above by paint marks on the highway. And you are times in between marks on a stretch of up to half a mile or a mile. If you notice when you see the airplane signs, you'll see white hash marks on the right side of the highway. The airplane uses that to clock you. You can only travel between those marks a certain time without speeding.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
But have you ever seen the plane?
Right. I just have no proof that they actually did.
Yeah.
Of course, that's how they did
I've
it.
never seen the plane, ever.
But there's no
I know
video.
from experience several years ago, I got a ticket and it explained to me how that would stand up in court.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
Well, you gotta have your moonroof open first.
Oh,
so you can see the,
that's a problem.
So you can see the plane.
Sure, yeah.
Put your head out like a dog.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, this is a gift, isn't it?
Ladies and
hey.
gentlemen,
what a treat.
Oh, no.
Dr. Tom Whiskey.
As you know, I used to do a lot of work with the sheriff's office. And I remember one day I pulled over this guy, and he was a little Josh Whiskey, frontier scofflaw. I said, little Josh, you didn't stop at that stop sign. And he said, oh, no, Doc, Sheriff, I slowed down. That's the same thing as stopping. I said, no, it's not, son. He said, no, I slowed down. That's the same as stopping. So I took out my billy club and started hitting him on the head. Said, now, do you want me to stop or slow down?
That is a good lesson. And
Not a lesson. And a bumper sticker in the back. And what that meant. Disco thing.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Doc.
That's a lovely visit from Dr. Tom Whiskey. Time now for Today in History. Any idea what number we're dealing with in March?
We're going to talk about the future.
Future.
Friday, April 5th. Friday, April 5th, it'll go down in history as the day we do the show from Charleston, West Virginia at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. Duke Tomato, the Brass to Mouth Horns. We're going to be doing the show live. It's a free show to come watch in the morning. Then in the evening, we'll have a regular old comedy show, a stand-up show. And tickets for that are going on sale momentarily. And that will feature, let's see, Willie G., Patty G., Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Kristen and I'll be your hosts. And that's coming up in the future. Now, in the past, today would have been
March
7th. Okay. 1530.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gee. Martin Luther.
No. King Henry VIII, famously, his divorce request was denied by Christie.
The Rome, the Pope.
The Pope.
That's when he spun off. He started his own religion.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you.
You ever
I'll
hear
become
what his
Episcopal.
response was?
What?
I mean, eye roll. Like, really? Okay, have
I'm the
fun.
king,
Have
okay?
fun in Italy.
Is that where the King James version came from, right?
Chop her head off. Here's a good one. 1876, Alexander Graham Bell.
You know
patents-
why the king chopped her head off? Because that's where the noise was coming from.
I see.
Oh.
Well,
That's great.
during the day.
Sorry.
Makes divorce easier for the king, doesn't it?
When's the last time you heard a queef?
Alexander Graham Bell patented what on this date in 1876, Josh?
The queef machine.
Yes, that's, of course.
Hello? Hello, is this a queef call?
I love
telephone?
Queef Latifah. That's it.
Queef Latifah.
Right, that's one. The telephone, of course, Christy. Thank you very much.
What else did he? He didn't invent anything else.
But you remember what he wanted to, instead of hello, because that didn't exist then. That wasn't the standard when you answered the phone, knowing what to do. He wanted to use what word?
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. That's
Ahoy.
right.
As a matter of
Ahoy,
fact, Mr. Burns of The
He
Simpsons
does.
still uses
I'm surprised
ahoy.
you don't say ahoy.
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 I like Chips Ahoy.
Oh, wow.
That Ahoy was water.
How about you ever
Great
do
cookie.
this? So when the phone rings, yellow.
Oh, yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a Herb Tarlick thing, I think, from Curious. Happy birthday to our friend, the great drummer, Kenny Aronoff.
Ah, Kenny.
He never cared for you.
Saw him in the airport the other day.
So does that mean it's his twin's birthday too?
Yes. He has an identical twin who I believe is a psychiatrist.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Lenny?
Kenny and Lenny, right?
You know, for the purposes of moving forward, yes. It's Dr. Lenny Aronoff. Kenny is a great drummer.
Yeah, and a great guy.
And his brother's a great guy.
And her sister, Benny, she doesn't get very much.
Jesus.
No. Talk about her.
Not bad.
Kenny, Lenny, and Benny.
It's Henny. 1956, the great actor Bryan Cranston.
Ah, he's good.
Oh,
he's very good.
Very good.
Although he can't save. You said you're going to watch the movie Argyle.
Yeah.
He can't even save that turd. It is.
No.
Really?
You will not be able to sit through.
I'm nervous. I know I'm going to think it's real fun.
No.
I was so surprised I did not care for Barbie because Tom didn't like it. So
it's terrible.
Argyle's okay to a point. There's the first half's like, okay.
Yeah, the best part's where the sign comes up, the end.
I like when movies do that. The end. That's when I know I can get up.
Happy birthday, Wanda Sykes.
Don't you miss the cartoon before? Or did you?
I never got to
Let's go out
Only
to the
very
lobby.
special occasions.
Yes.
Yeah, that Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Wanda Sykes, comedian, very fine. When a guy asks her out, she goes, psych.
I swear to you, I was just going to say that as it was coming out of his mouth.
How does that make you
Exactly.
I am a mess. I am a total mess. Time now for things we learned on the show today. We had pork espresso in honor of the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Looking forward to productivity and a horn of plenty.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
There you go.
That's Capricorn reference? Or no, cornucopia reference.
Tom argued pretty much with a stranger about daylight savings time over the weekend at a coffee shop.
No, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Well, now he's arguing with you.
My God. The guy didn't believe me. It's this weekend. No, it's not. Okay.
You can't help but be conciliatory.
Guy didn't believe me.
Is that the right word?
Charleston, West Virginia, April 5th. Opening day in Cincinnati, March 28th. The
On the
show
road.
will be there live in front of
I haven't
people.
decided yet.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Of course I'll be there.
I'm on the fence.
It's always one of my favorite days.
I do like Cincinnati. I haven't been to Charleston, West Virginia
It's
since
fun.
they kicked me out.
Oh, the triumphant return.
That's right. At last, the Chickster has returned.
We'll return tomorrow.
Charleston.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see